Hey everyone, welcome to the final day of the groups for, or groups for the round. How do you describe this? The Swiss element of the tournament.
Sure.
Yeah, that'll do for now. I'm here with Ketrock again. Thank you very much for joining me. It's going to be
Hey, how's it going?
a fun one tonight, I think.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so we got lots of fun games coming up. I did put an announcement with one of the wrong matches out. Sorry, it's not Xena versus Canada, it is. First up, we've got SharpenedEdge versus DominionDog, which is going to be a fun one. Then we've got 12 pool bots versus SmoothBrain, which versus SmoothBrain. Is it versus SmoothBrain? One sec.
Yeah, smooth
Yeah,
rain.
SmoothBrain, sorry, and then Zozo versus Tia, and then the prime matchup of the two bots that are currently undefeated, which is Ketrock, made by Ketrock here, and Sharkbot, made by Shark Nice. So should be a
Yeah, it'll be good.
fun day. Yeah. All
We got a
right.
couple series that are deciding like who's going to make the group stage and who's going to get eliminated.
Yep.
We got a couple winless bots seeing who can go, who can break the streak. Both bots broke it last week, and then a couple on the other side, the undefeated bots. So
Yeah. Looking to take the first coveted first seed into the bracket.
a lot
So
of even matchups. Yeah.
yeah. Let's have a brief look, shall we, at where we stand in the tournament right now. Um, so you see Eris at the top, um, uh, Kidrock Sharkbot on 2 and 0, Benbot BC and Micro Machine also on 2 and 1. So Benbot BC probably going to take that fourth seed, which is important going into the bracket.
Hmm.
Um, and then we've got SharpenedEdge, DominionDog, Tier, and Zozo both fighting for the tournament life. So it should be a
Yeah.
fun one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, all right.
Bunch of 2-2 bots. Yeah, that'll be good.
Yep. Uh,
And we're starting with them now.
yeah, we are. First matchup, it is. Let's take a quick look at our bots. First matchup, it's SharpenedEdge. Took a 2-0 win against Tier and then came up against Eris, which didn't go too well for it.
No,
But
that doesn't go well for most bots.
no. And of course, on the other side is DominionDog. Lost in the first round versus uh, Xena, and oh my god, that graphic is entirely wrong. It did not beat itself. I am sorry. I may have messed up that graphic, guys. Who did it
Can't
beat in
lose
the
if there's
second
no
round?
opponents. 2-0.
Exactly. 2 and 0, but also lost 2-0. Oh, damn. Okay, I may have messed up that graphic. But yeah. All right, I am good to go with the first game when you are.
Yeah. Do you remember who
I can't
Dominion
remember.
Dog did 2-0?
I can't remember. Actually, I can find out. One sec. It was Nikolai.
Okay.
Yes. So that was good. All right. Going in three, two, one, go. Okay. Down in bottom left, it's our red Protoss. Our veteran bot. It is SharpenedEdge.
And in the top right, another veteran bot, we have the blue Terran Dominion Dog. Not
Yeah.
to be mistaken with the bot that's actually called Veteran.
Yes.
Was well, Veteran, I guess it should be. Little play on words he had there.
Which is now one of our house bots,
Yeah,
because it was retired, but I can't remember who made that. I know he was Russian though.
yeah. I remember it had really clean code when you
Yeah.
looked at it. If you want to
Yes.
see a good example of a bot written in Go, check out that bot, which is an open source.
Yeah. That is on GitHub. If you want to go to the Sc2AI site, you will see it on there, and I'll link it to the GitHub. So SharpenEdge throwing out a pro, a bit late for any shenanigans, but we'll see. Probably just a scout.
Yep. Quick second guess out of SharpenedEdge here, and actually throwing down a second gateway. So either playing very defensive or doing something aggressive.
Yeah, this looks like a one base here, but SharpenEdge is very famous for one base tactics as well.
Yeah, he had a cannon rush back in the day. I think he did a proxy Tempest build. No, he did one base Tempest build. Maybe
Yeah,
that's what we're seeing. But then why the second gateway?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he still does have a very nasty cannon rush build.
Yeah, Pro getting in there.
Yeah, and getting out by the looks of things.
Yeah. It's a very basic cannon rush build, but a basic cannon rush can be very nasty if you haven't planned for that in your bot's coding. But yeah, we're seeing some more developed cannon rush slowly pop up, so that might become more of an issue in the meta
Yeah, I
in
hope so.
times to come.
It's good to see. Good to see some fun little things happening.
I mean, right now I don't think any of our bots could beat a human produced cannon rush. Just the
No.
way that they use pylons to trap in cannons and stuff. It's something
Yeah,
we don't handle well in the bot meta because no bot can do it well yet.
exactly. So I'm
Third racks now for
oh,
DominionDog.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure if like a bot got to the stage where it could do that well, then people would start coding against it, and they could beat that. But yeah, so Robo out of SharpenedEdge just finished, and first Immortal on the way. So it looks like Stalker Immortal.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be some sort of one base all in. It seems
Yep.
that way.
Tag Robo all in, just as we were saying that.
Yeah. So there is a bunker out of DominionDog. He does have quite a lot of barracks. No Marines yet, as all these add-ons are getting popped on, but the production will jump up quickly.
Yep.
One thing to note is there's no mules. There's not a single orbital yet for DominionDog, so the economy is going to be a little bit hampered because of that. So he's maybe not going to be able to produce as much bio as he hopes.
So SharpenedEdge
First
has
Immortal is out now.
yeah, SharpenedEdge has got tag rush macro. What the hell is a rush macro build?
Who the heck knows?
I don't. That's a weird one.
Oh no. It's not two different things. He's probably rushing a macro build. I don't know.
Ah,
Is he changing his mind, or is that maybe that's how what he tags his opponent is doing?
possibly.
But he's definitely not going macro because he doesn't have an expansion.
Yeah, that's kind of needed. DominionDog is only on 2 base though at the moment, so
Yeah.
so I
But
think
that's exactly where you want to be against a
yeah,
one base opponent. You don't want to be taking a third. That's a good way to be dying.
yes,
So I like the fact that he has a bunker, he's got detection, and continuing to pump out that bio.
yep. So SharpenedEdge on the move.
Yep, and he should arrive before combat shield is complete, so this could be a tough timing. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, those Immortals are going to make short work of the bunker as well. So
Yeah, Warp Gate has completed, and with a Prism joining the rush, he will be able to do some offensive warp ins.
so yeah, the third base is starting just as SharpenedEdge arrives, and DominionDog is fighting away from the bunker as well. So he's trying to take,
but
yeah.
SharpenedEdge is fighting away from his Immortals so, and his Warp Prism, so he doesn't have that micro potential there.
But he does manage to take out that army, and the bunker looks like it's going to be in trouble.
Yeah, with 2 Immortals, that's going to be big trouble. You might get distracted by these Marines, yeah, and then with a nice repair on the bunker.
Yeah, but a lot of those SCVs are going to be going down as well.
Yeah, but he's kind of running out of stalkers. He doesn't have the ability to take out these SCVs like before.
Doesn't have Warp Gate, does
Doesn't
he?
matter, because the Immortal just broke right through it.
Yeah, I was going to say, does he have Warp Gate upgrade?
He does, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Prism's not really setting up for warp-ins,
Yeah.
so I guess he's warping it at home. But adding 2 more gateways at home actually right now.
Yeah. So, nicely done from SharpenedEdge.
Yeah, and we got the slow trickle of Marines, which is not something you want to do against a race that regenerates shields.
Yeah.
So even like little chip damage is basically
There we have
nothing.
a warp in as well. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be too much, I think.
Yeah.
It's coming out of Stargate, a Raven, that's not going to help.
Alright, I am going to call it there. GG, SharpenedEdge taking a 1-0 win.
Yeah. Well done, SC.
And SharpenedEdge doesn't like to get paid by the hour, it looks like. Alright, GG guys, let's move on, have a look at game number 2.
Yeah, that surprised me a little bit. That attack did not come super fast, and DominionDog had a bunker. He had good repair. He had a decent
Yeah.
amount of bio.
I think
But
the
I guess since
problem
the bio
was,
fell away from the bunker and you didn't have combat shield yet, it just kind of fell
yeah,
apart for him there.
I think the problem was he sent an SCV out to build his third immediately as they were coming, and I think some of the bio were going to try and defend the third at the time. So
Hmm,
it's possible that they got caught out there and fighting away from the bunker in that case. Let
I
me
see.
know when you're good to go on that one.
Yep, I'm all set.
Okay, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, up in the top right hand corner, looking to come back from 1-0 with a victory. It is DominionDog.
And in the top left, we up 1-0. It is the red Protoss SharpenedEdge. So yeah, a little
Yeah,
surprising, I would say. I thought DominionDog might have had SharpenedEdge solved by now, as SharpenedEdge hasn't been updated for probably 2+ years now at this point.
yeah, it's been a while.
I think
And
SharpenedEdge last update was probably before DominionDog even existed.
no, no,
And
definitely
DominionDog's
not.
been around for a while too.
DominionDog's been
I
around
think
for a
so.
long time. No, I think SharpenEdge has definitely updated since DominionDog's been around.
Well,
Um,
okay.
yeah,
I'll qualify update as like updated as in like new functionality
yeah,
added.
yeah.
Maybe he added like shield battery overcharge functionality.
Because DominionDog's been around for several years now. Like, so yeah.
Yeah, two years maybe.
Really,
Maybe a little
I
more. I don't know.
thought longer.
Time goes quickly with me. It's
Yeah,
hard to know.
I mean the bot scene's only been around for what we're nearly like 5 years now. So 2 years is a long time. 2 years is like half our lifetime. Oh, sharp edge. I thought the probe was going to go take the gas at that point, but no. Yeah,
I remember
it's
what his original bots are called. His Terran was called Fidelina, and then
yes,
he had a Zerg and a Protoss bot that had different names too. I think they were dog related, but I can't remember them anymore.
yeah.
Oh, Probe actually getting stuck.
Suck. Yeah, he's getting taken
It's the
down.
one SCV surround. It happens sometimes.
Yeah,
So a
yeah.
little less scouting info now out of SharpenedEdge. And did he even see the expansion? He did. Okay. He got enough info, I think.
Yeah, it's funny how time flies. It's like I think that I seem to think we've been doing this for a long, long time, and I realize it's only been like a few years we've been in existence here. So, you know, uh,
Yeah, yeah. It looks like the same build out of SharpenedEdge, so
yeah, and
stick with what works. And
it's
there's the robo facility,
yeah.
yeah.
So
And
three
there's the bunker of
racks
DominionDog.
from DominionDog. If DominionDog does this time have a better timing on it and fights with the bunker, then it's definitely possible we can get a different result. But certainly for Sharpened Edge, why change your winning formula, right?
Mm-hmm. With that said, I think if the game goes exactly the same, I could see a different result.
Yeah,
Because it kind of my gut feeling was the DominionDog had the ability to hold that.
yeah,
I mean, Immortals are scary, and they're, by the second half of the fight, there's 3 Immortals there. But I think if the Bio's fighting with the bunker, it could possibly hold.
yeah. It's like if it doesn't just run off and try and catch its third base. And I think like this map is especially better for it because it can take a third base at the back instead. So it doesn't have that kind of like pull factor of the Marines to the third.
Oh, I finally figured out the orbital timing for DominionDog. He waits until his base is fully saturated, and only then will he get the orbital.
Ah, okay. That kind of makes sense, I guess.
Probably not,
But
but at least I
yeah,
understand it now.
yeah. Makes sense in one
I think
sense of the
it's
word. It's
yeah.
yeah,
I think fastest possible orbital is always best.
yeah,
Even if it's similar in terms of economy, it front loads the economy more. So just
yeah,
getting that mule down as quick as possible. Plus, you never know if you'll need an emergency scan or something.
yeah.
First immortal is popped. Second one is close to done.
Yeah, so I think Sharpened is probably going to be moving out after this Immortal comes down.
Yeah, it's a little different last time. Last time his warp prism was out before warp gate finished. This time warp gate's done earlier.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
probably
small
waiting on the
shot.
warp prism now.
Yeah, and then as soon as that's done,
Factory coming down now. Yeah, so this is very different than last game. I don't know why it's different, but it is. Combat shield is done in time this time, before
yeah.
the attack even starts. So
So that's going to
that's a
be,
major upgrade for Marines, you know.
yeah,
Makes them quite a bit beefier with a, what is that, over a 20% hit point increase. So
yeah, it's going to be really, really good. And the bunker here, I don't see this attack getting through that bunker unless the Marines come out and fight.
yeah, no third base this time as well. Although the bio is hesitant here. It's not fighting with the bunker.
Stalker goes down immediately, and another one
The
very
Immortal,
low.
I think that's going to be the end of the bunker pretty soon. There it goes.
Yeah,
Now the bio will engage, but I think that might be enough bio.
yeah, it looks
The
like
bunker,
it.
if nothing else, bought time, so.
Yeah. Nice micro
This micro
for
is nice, but yeah, not
Yeah.
nice enough.
Yeah,
Both Immortals actually falling.
Yeah, that's big. So this time, DominionDog definitely holds. Quite an impressive hold as well. And 34 workers to 23, 2 base to 1. Big advantage now for DominionDog.
Yeah, we'll probably see one more push out of SharpenedEdge, and he's going to have to make magic happen. As if the second push doesn't work, this game will be more or less over. Even on 2 bases, DominionDog is light years ahead economically.
Yeah. So I was kind of half expecting DominionDog to pull out a third at some point, but
Bunker even got replaced with the natural for DominionDog.
yeah.
Yeah, no third is interesting. This isn't like he's trying to build the third on top of those minerals again,
No,
is
I
it?
don't
Like
think
with,
so.
with Micro Machine? Okay.
I mean, he's almost walled off his back base, in fact, with all his bunkers. Barracks, rather.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure his structure management's good enough not to put these structures right up against the terrain edge.
Yeah.
At least not on both sides.
Alright.
Okay, here comes the attack again, and a little more staying together this time. I'm not sure why in the past the stalkers would run really far ahead. This time they're actually staying with the...
So third base
Okay.
is on the way now.
Yeah, getting the fight away from the bunker this time because of the third base, but there's just so many Marines.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to beat that. And as that auto turret finally gets off a shot.
Oddly, it chose to go armor first on the bio, but
Yeah.
yeah, it also has the +1 armor upgrade. +1 attack will be done before the next push out of SharpenedEdge.
Yeah. I'm not even...
SharpenedEdge trying to expand, it looks like. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit later than you would expect. Just a bit.
Well, he was never going to win with the push, so
Yeah.
you're probably never going to win with expanding as well, but you can never know. It's better. It's a better idea than continuing to push on one base.
Yeah, it's better to
I
try.
guess. Maybe
Dog
DominionDog will give him a whole bunch of time to get set up.
Yeah. So DominionDog taking the third himself now.
Oh, actually, even mining out the little pocket base. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay, I'll take it back. If he can do that, then he's definitely been updated later than
Yeah.
the birth of DominionDog. Unless this is like leftover code from like, what was that, Golden Wall?
Golden Wall,
Where you had to
yeah.
mine out minerals to access the bottom.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Oh, he's trying to protect the third with his
Yeah.
with his army.
Ain't no
That's
one
not
getting in
necessary.
there. Although he could just ladder them over the other side of the wall there and maybe pull a surprise attack somewhere, but yeah.
This is the perfect base for a 12 pool drone pull though.
Yeah.
Because you can pull the drones and cut through the back door and then burst in that way. Okay, third gas going down now for SharpenedEdge. With the second base done, he's able to send those probes somewhere useful, as they are heavily oversaturating the main prior to this.
Yeah.
Man, that Bioforce is looking huge out of DominionDog, though.
There's
Looking at the army supplies, it's 150 to 75, double the army supply for
yeah,
DominionDog.
that's pretty insane. You're not going to get through that unless you got some splash damage, and there is no splash damage coming out anytime soon from SharpenedEdge.
Yeah.
Unless you can find like some nice storms on top of there, which is a long way off.
So here comes a push.
It's
So, okay, SharpenedEdge is moving his army back to the natural, I think, which is nice. Hopefully he gets there in time to help defend.
I think he's going to be caught a little bit out of position, maybe. Yeah, he's
Might be good. It'd be
dancing.
nice to have the nexus between him and the bio.
Yeah.
Let the pylon nexus soak up some shots, hopefully. Yeah, you're not going to win this fight, but I like his idea to pull the probes. If you're not going to win the fight, you got to fight with your probes, which is what he did. But even with the probes, oh my gosh.
Oh god, that is a slaughter. There's no chance there for SharpenedEdge. I think we're done, guys. GG, we're going to go to an ace match. Well played for DominionDog.
Yeah, there's this back and forth in TVP where, you know, Stalkers just dominate bio until Stim is done, and then Stim dominates Protoss until they get splash damage. And that's the stage we're at there. That was Stim versus no splash damage. Plus the double the army supply didn't help as well, didn't hurt as well.
Yeah, it's just having that extra economic advantage as well for that whole time. 2 bases versus 1 is just gonna make that push so much stronger. So
it's a 1-1 now.
Yeah. All right, let's have a look at game 3.
We'll see if SharpenedEdge switches things up or whether he's satisfied to go with his 1-1 build.
Yep.
Sometimes when bots lose, they try something different.
Especially SharpenedEdge. SharpenedEdge, I think, has so many different builds. You can choose like 2 loads of them. Good to go when you are as well.
Yeah, I'm all set.
All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it is 1-1, and down in the bottom left-hand corner on Inside and Out, SharpenedEdge.
And in the top right, we have the Blue Terran DominionDog. So not only is this the ace match of the series, but this is probably going to decide who makes the group stage and who gets eliminated. Because they're both 2-2 right now.
Yeah.
Or I guess 1-1.
2-2
in matches, or 1-1 in matches, 2-2 in games.
3-3 in games now. So very early probe out here from SharpenedEdge. I think I know what's coming.
Yeah.
Or is it forge? Yep, it is. It's a forge, and it's a pylon. I hope you're ready for this, DominionDog.
Yeah, it's a weird place to start a cannon rush, but it's out of the sight vision of the supply depot. Now he ended up going command center first, and because of that, he does scout the pylon. Now, what's the reaction? Just going straight into barracks and gas. Not bad.
It's building the barracks up, but
that cannon going down in vision range.
Yeah, the cannon is a little bit further back than you'd really want it though at this stage. You really want something.
So we'll see how clever this bot is versus cannons. Like, will he use Marines to suicide one at a time into the cannons? If not, I don't mind this response.
Yeah.
You know, typically you want to pull your workers to deal with the cannons, or you want to just ignore it altogether and, you know, get up your bunker and your siege tank or whatever, or cyclone, however you want to break out of it.
Yeah. So
he's trying to deal with the pylon in the main base. He's not going to kill it in time, unless he gets the probe, which he does.
Okay, so that's all the probes gone. So that's pretty much it dealt with.
Might be a blessing and surprise that supply depot didn't finish.
Oh,
of course,
no.
As I say that, he finishes it. Because it would have been nice for him to cancel that and get his money back.
Yeah. I thought it was just going to suicide lots of SCVs in there.
I don't even think it's going to be capable for him to suicide his Marine. Because once he kills this pylon, that cannon's not going to have high ground vision. Which means the Marine can kill the cannon from the high ground. Although nothing's happening. I guess he's like, I'm one base, so I only need to defend this one base. Anything outside of this one base, I'm just going to ignore.
Yeah, and SharpenedEdge. I mean, SharpenedEdge could expand behind this and, you know, probably be in a decent position. If
And that's
Dominion
exactly what
Dogs.
he's going to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, with one gas, he's going to be stockpiling the minerals for that option.
yeah.
Okay, Tech Lab going down on the factory, I like that. Whether it means Cyclone or Siege Tank, both of those are terrific weapons to break out of a cannon contain.
Yeah.
Especially when the first cannon can just be gunned down from the high ground and nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, there's not. Just stick a cannon there on the high ground. You can even move your Marines into position just around there and just hit the cannon. You could probably even hit the second pylon from there.
Alright, so the rush macro tag is back. the curious tag that we can't quite decipher.
The advantage of going Forge first into Cannon Rush is that you can start your upgrades very early, which is what SharpenedEdge is doing.
Oh no, he's stutter-stepping his brains forward.
Oh no!
Not using that high ground vision lead.
But he does get the cannon to the siege tank to take down the cannon.
Yeah.
And the pylon.
But not the powering pylon, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, these Marines are all gonna die. I guess it's not the end of the world, it's just like 6 or 7 Marines.
Yeah.
Maybe the siege tank can clear out what's left before more Marines come to die.
No, I think that cannon and pylon's going to stay there for at least a little while. Also, where is he getting vision from there? Oh, probably the Marines, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it for the contain. And it does look like we're going to see a one-base push out of DominionDog. I like this choice. You know, if someone's going to cannon contain, that takes a bunch of resources. Then they're going to expand behind it, that takes a bunch of resources.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
You get those tanks and liberators set up right, and this is going to be huge trouble for for SharpenedEdge.
Yeah, he has lost
Who
a few
doesn't even have
Marines,
any tech structures yet. Just the robotics facility finished at this moment. And the push is coming now, so there's going to be 3 tanks and a liberator versus no tech whatsoever.
This is going to be trouble for SharpenedEdge.
Yeah, big economy. He's chrono boosting an immortal. Warp gate is actually not even close to done.
Yeah, and he's
Still got another 30 seconds on it.
He's got 3 gateways that are completely inactive at the moment. He is, like I say, getting that immortal out, which will be very important.
Yeah, immortal, a couple stalkers on the way, and he's got like 5 gateway units. Guardian
no...
shield won't be too bad. But there is the liberation zone. That is one dead Protoss army. Oh, that's a siege tank.
Oh, he's got
That's something.
Yeah.
Technically, the siege tanks, I think, got themselves. They're like, let's just shoot that zealot who's attacking the front siege tank and blow up our own tank in the process. But this was the original bread and butter build out of DominionDog.
Yeah.
His ability to keep his army kind of together with the Marines protecting the tanks and Liberators supporting the tanks and the tanks protecting everything else. Chrono boosting an unpowered robotics facility is not advised.
Not optimal.
This is being done. Liberator went down, so yeah. Small game. Stalkers are kind of running out to the death one at a time, though.
Yeah.
There is a world where you could sacrifice your natural, build up an army in your main, and then hold. But there's no build up of an army. This army is coming out one at a time.
Yeah.
And I think DominionDog has done it. I don't see any way that for SharpenedEdge here, that he's not gonna. Maybe he'll pick off a Marine or 2 doing this, but the 4 tanks
not like to happen,
in really good shape. Yeah.
Alright. I think with an army of supply of 35 to 3, I think DominionDog has done it. Let's send this going as the probes die.
Despite their +1 armor upgrade just finishing.
I'm not sure the probes are going to last long with any armor.
No, not against tank blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations, DominionDog.
Into the next
Java
round.
brother of mine.
Yep. We're going to have a few Java bots in the next round, actually. So.
Yeah. Java Terrans are getting represented.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think 3 of us have locked in round 2.
Yes, so Bembot BC, yourself, obviously, and now DominionDog. All three Java. I think they were the only three Java bots that were in the tournament. So big up to the quality of the Java bots, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's take a look at our next matchup, shall we? And first up, we have SmoothBrain, our newest bot in the tournament. Lost 0-2 versus Ketrock and then 0-2 against Bembot BC. Has not had an easy way of it so far. Unfortunately eliminated, but very done very well to get here and done pretty well. So.
I faced a couple turtley Terran bots, and now he's going to be facing the exact opposite of that. And now in a 12 pooling Zerg bot will be his opponent.
Yes, it is 12 pool bot from Phantom. 0-2 versus Eris and 0-2 against Tyr. Pretty much a test bot that qualified, so unsurprising that it's gone 0-4. But, there's always a chance up against SmoothBrain that it can put a win on the board. Take some pride home for the Protoss, for the Zerg rather.
Yeah. I mean, like last season we had maybe 70 active bots on the ladder, so for a 12 pool bot to make the top 16, 12 pool is pretty scary. It's an effective strategy for a reason.
Definitely.
Let's see if SmoothBrain has the answer to it.
All right, shall we take a look at game number 1? I will just load that up, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did StarCraft just crash?
Oh no.
Looks that way. 1 second. Please don't.
That's my Diablo 4 experience so far. My game sessions always end with a crash. It's like it's timed pretty well though. Like I usually crash after about 45 minutes. I'm like, yeah, that's a good amount of time to play this game.
Yeah, I haven't
One session.
played that yet. I just got stuck on Neverwinter Nights because they were giving it away on the Amazon Prime gaming thing. So I started playing that again. All right.
Yeah, what would you expect? It's solid, but it's it's just Diablo.
Yeah. All right. I'm good to go when you are.
All set.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. In the top left-hand corner, it is our red Terran. It is SmoothBrain.
And in the top right, we have the blue Zerg. It is 12 pool bot.
Yep.
What if he opens hatch first?
Nah, not gonna happen.
That would be like the surprise of the century.
I get the sense it's something Phantom would actually program in. It's like to go like 100 games of 12 pool and then one single game of like hatch first into solid macro. Something.
There was a bot once that opened 7 hatcheries before pool, and then he would just flood Zerglings. And it was surprisingly effective versus bots who weren't aggressive. If you let him take 7 bases at the start of the game, oh my gosh, that flood was just like insane.
Yeah. Once he gets to a certain number of Zerglings, you're pretty much in trouble.
Okay, SmoothBrain is walling off his main base. That's nice to see. I'm not sure, like, he's not going to need that second depot anytime soon, which is the scary part because the 12 pool, those lings are already in production.
Yeah.
So hopefully he just walls off anyways, which some players do. But he took that early guess. I'm expecting there's going to be like a factory coming up next, not a supply depot. Plus, you want to fit in that orbital.
Yeah, I don't know. I think probably going.
Actually, with Fortnite Minerals, is he going to be expanding?
Oh no.
I don't know.
Don't do it, SmoothBrain.
Okay, orbital.
Oh, is he gonna do it? I think he is.
Okay, well that's like a distraction command center, right?
Yep.
That buys him lots of time to wall off, and he is walling off actually. Okay.
Okay.
So getting that depot down. Yeah, I guess this looks good for SmoothBrain, right? All he has to do is not die. He can lose that second base, no problem.
Yeah. And CC can be cancelled. CV.
Yeah, and Reaper can actually pick away at these guys.
Oh, that's good.
So the question is, what sort of repair code does this wall have? If SCVs come and fix these depots, which they are going to do, then poor Marine gets stuck on the wrong side, but even with a single Reaper, I think should be enough to hold.
Yeah. That is a lot of dead Zerglings there.
Yeah. Even no Reaper is enough to hold, because Lings cannot cut through a depot faster than SCVs can repair from the other side. Oh, he pops the Zergling in. We got
no.
one solo in there.
Oh, that was the
The
bomb
Reaper
from the
jumped him
Reaper,
in.
yeah. So it's not
It
gonna
is
help
funny
much.
when those Reaper grenades work against the Reaper.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, we have quite an early expand out of 12 pool bot. I don't think I've seen him do this before.
I don't know.
Like, he usually expands because he
Yeah.
has money to spare. But I thought
Yeah.
it also came later. Yeah, I could be wrong. And the Reaper's actually going to go down. Okay. And once again, the natural base is getting denied. That's going to gather a lot of Zerglings. So that means there's going to be like 12 of them running up the ramp, and now they have speed, which isn't that relevant, but...
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to cut through here. Single
Well,
Marine
nothing's
there.
repairing the depot on the far side. The depot lost about half its hit points before the Marines or SCVs arrived, but yeah, 2 SCVs is enough. Third even joining the fight. And there's 3 Marines, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way you're going to break through this.
No. We do see a trickle of drones out of Pool Bot. He fits one in here and there, but he's still well behind economically despite the 2 bases, and certainly way behind on tech.
Yeah. So...
Denying the SCV that went to expand yet again.
I wonder if SmoothBrain's going to get stuck here as we see the tank come out, and that's going to make short work of a few Zerglings.
Yeah. A little unlucky there for 12 Pool Bot, but if the Zerglings are up against the supply depot, it's almost a good thing when the siege tank blasts them. Because siege tanks can kill supply depots a lot faster than Zerglings can. This tank is short for this world, though, I think. Oh, well.
No,
Can the Marines do it?
I don't think so.
No, they can't.
Marauder might, though. No.
Yeah, every time I look up at the production tab, I see like I see a drone there.
Yeah, there's a few drones here and there.
If he could somehow fully saturate both of these bases and deny that natural from ever going down for SmoothBrain.
Yeah, well, SmoothBrain gets
And,
stuck.
and SmoothBrain keeps stepping on the low ground.
Yeah, just stay behind the bunkers. Stay behind the supply depots, rather.
I'm like 70% sure SmoothBrain is going to win now. I can see this actually working for 12 full bot.
I don't know.
Let's think like long term. Keep denying the natural, keep killing units on the low ground.
Yeah, these Marauders are going to be tough for the Zerglings to cut through, though.
Raiders and tanks really aren't the thing that Zerglings are scared about. Now, coming in 2 at a time as Zerglings is certainly not going to be helpful.
So I think now, because SmoothBrain's moving out, you're only going to see 2 Zerglings at a time coming out.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
There's something to, like, gather the Zerglings somehow. Like how the command center allowed him to gather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 at a time, plus he's going for the kill. Plus he's getting the natural base behind it. Yeah, this is GG. One random Zergling is taking the long way around. He'll be able to bypass this army.
Yeah, I don't think the one lone Zergling is going to do much, though. Let's have a look.
No.
We'll call him Jeff. Come on, Jeff, you can do it. You can do it. No! Oh,
Shell for the win.
Jeff is dead. The Zerglings have names. The Zerg units at all have names because they're controlled by like the Overmind or Swarm, I guess. So I guess.
R.I.P. Overmind.
Yeah.
Overmind was such a cool character. I don't like how he was replaced by Kerrigan.
Yeah. That wasn't good. But they're kind of free now, aren't they? So I guess they got names. You know.
At least the bigger ones, the Cerebrits or
Yeah.
I didn't really pay the Zerg campaign in StarCraft 2, but I think there's more named Zerg units there.
Yeah.
Abathur or something.
Oh yeah, Abathur was good. She was in Heroes of the Storm as well. So I am going to fast forward this now. SmoothBrain will take the 1-0.
GG. Well done, SmoothBrain.
And 12 full bot. Unfortunately, going down, but let's take a look at game 2.
Yeah. That first siege tank did almost, or second siege tank almost fell. Maybe if that second siege tank
Yeah.
fell, the pressure of 12 pool block could have been sustained.
Yeah. The difficulty is how do you get through the supply depots, though? I guess you just have to bleed them dry of minerals at that point,
But that,
which will take
yeah,
a while. But yeah,
the scenario I was seeing was that you don't go through the supply depots. You just keep killing all the units that go to the low ground, deny the expansion, and eventually win by attrition.
yeah. All right, I am good to go when you are.
Game 2. Oops, didn't load properly. Trying to load it again.
Ah.
Yeah, but that's once you lose the pressure, then the 2x2 Zerglings is definitely not a winning strategy.
Yeah, it's
Especially when
problematic.
Terran units are all ranged. You're not even getting a single attack off. Okay, I'm good to go.
Okay, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, down in bottom left-hand corner, it is 12 poor bot. Long live the queen. She's dead.
And in the top right, having his first win in the tournament and now looking for a second win, it is SmoothBrain, the red Terran.
Yeah. You think 12 poor bot was written before our queen died and was a reference to that? I don't know.
12 pool bot?
Yes,
I don't.
it had a message saying "Long live the Queen" when it chat message. I don't know if you saw that.
Ah, I missed that one.
Ah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think its last update is prior to the Queen's death. So there is a small possibility that the Queen is the author of 12 Pool Bot.
Ooh. Do we have royal authors?
It hasn't been disproven yet.
Yeah, yeah. You cannot
Until 12
disprove
Pool
it.
Bot gets updated, I believe that your Queen was a SC2 bot author.
Definitely, yeah. That was it. Lizzie was up there going like, "Oh, I would go 12 pool." Actually, you know, there was a rumor that they were all lizards anyway. So I mean, that kind of fits in with the Zerg kind of thing. If you follow David
That's
Icke at
true.
all,
Man, I just had an image of. I don't know if this is appropriate, so even she just died, but I just had an image of your queen like vomiting on a hatchery to inject the eggs.
totally appropriate. I'm sure she did. That's pretty much how royalty respawn.
That would prove the lizard theory, I think.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, we're gonna go full on tinfoil hat here, conspiracy theorist. It's great. As we see the
Okay,
first
same
attempt.
dealio. We do have the wall off in the low ground command center. Zerglin's getting a little distracted. Oh, they got to surround. The Reaper surrounded himself with that grenade.
No, is it gonna?
So, what's speed? Speed is just okay. Speed's a long way out. Still a minute away, but he still may end up losing this Reaper unless he can find a way back home.
No. The Reaper might
So
actually
this
be
has
able
a
to chase.
significant change in that now all the Zerglings are being clustered, right? So,
Yeah.
and maybe the command center finishes. I'm not sure if that's going to be good or bad for SmoothBrain, but what's certainly going to be is different than game 1.
Yeah.
Reaper actually picking up a kill here and there.
It's
He's
still
got 2
going.
Zerglings now.
Yeah. 4 actually.
Yeah, and he'll kill quite a bit more. It's still 15 seconds before speed completes, and then that Reaper will die. Unless somehow it finds its way back home, which it might. Only 6 lings left, actually. Might get to the point where he wins the fight. Zergling's killing Marines at the natural while this is happening as well. And their speed completes.
So
Reaper will go down.
CC is
That
down.
cluster of like, yeah, and the cluster of 20 Zerglings I was expecting to see, we're not going to see because the Reaper killed so many of them.
Well, you say that, but they're clustering on the CC, so
yeah,
like if they can cluster around there, then
yeah, and like add-ons are going on right now. There's no actual bio.
there's no repair either. You need to get some SCVs out there. If you don't get some SCVs out there, SmoothBrain, this is going down. Oh, just in time! Is he going to get it? Yes! Just in time on that supply depot.
But again, this is kind of free damage. This is denied mining.
Yeah.
No siege tank on the way. Command center is floated. It's kind of like 400 minerals just floating in the air.
Yeah. But still, this.
But
not...
2 Marines at a time, and there's probably going to be 2 more. I don't even think it's possible for the Marines to pop on the wrong side, even if they tried.
As the Reaper grenade blows a few Zerglings into the main.
Yeah, too bad they didn't work on the SCVs. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a whole bunch of dead Zerglings.
Oh.
Does it get the Reaper?
It was a good effort.
Only you can catch bots up the wall down.
The Zerglings have got in!
Oh
my
god! Get through the wall down. The Marines were standing on top of the depot.
This could be brilliant for 12 full bot. The
siege tank is up now.
Siege tank's up. Oh.
But 1 Zergling's on it. That'll slowly do the trick. No, it won't because it's a Marine. No, but the Marine's distracted.
No,
and the siege tank didn't kill the Marine.
Yeah.
The siege tank tried to kill the Marine.
Oh, there's another one on there. No, not quite.
Wow, what a game.
12 full bot almost got there.
I was about to say it's like impossible to catch a bot with the depots down because they just raise the depots anytime you get close.
Yeah.
But if your Marines are standing on top of the depots, like what's happened there, it's a whole different story. Okay, I think we're in 2x2 territory now.
Yes. We're just waiting for SmoothBrain to come out. But yeah, that was quite exciting. And a Banshee coming out, so I don't believe there's anything on the other side of the map to really target a Banshee. No. Oh, well, the Queen's coming out, yeah, sorry. We've got a couple of Queens there.
The strategy of the 12 pool bots is to be, finishing off the last command center right now. If you made it this far in the game and you haven't won yet, so as a 12 pool bot, you are done. So yeah, a little victory lap here for SmoothBrain as he walks across the map.
Yeah, SmoothBrain will take the victory. It was a very, very exciting one. Alright, let's speed this up, SmoothBrain.
Yeah, well done. Look forward to seeing what SmoothBrain brings in the future. It is a newer bot. So I'm going to assume it's actively worked on still?
I believe it is, yeah.
I could be wrong, but usually newer bots don't give up too quickly.
Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but is it Mir McComan? Am I pronouncing that right? But yes, well, however you pronounce it, very well done for taking the victory there. A well-made bot, and we hope to see a lot more of that in the future. So
yeah, just looking up now, he's joined the current season.
Yeah.
And okay, so it has not been updated recently.
Yeah.
But this year at least, February.
Yeah. So it's recently enough. So, but yeah, unfortunately, 12 pool bot will go out with a 0 and 6 record, but kind of expected from a 12 pool bot. But yeah, it's kind of competition.
If someone has to go 0-6, let it be the retired 12 pool bot. Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at our third match of the night. And first up, we have Zozo, our famous pro brusher, losing against Octopus, who had that interesting defense, and taking the victory up against Spud. But yeah, it was a very interesting defense from Octopus, which kind of cost him in the end by having to use it every single time. But yeah, very well done. And let's have another look at our next bot. It will be wrong one. It will be Tia, playing his Terran bot this time. Tia actually has bots of all 3 races and can go random. He has chosen to send his Terran this time. So, I mean, I think that's his strongest race at the moment. He used to be Protoss when he first started. But yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely... Well, I was about to say it's definitely not Zerg, but he's had some success with the Zerg as well. But yeah, I think you're right. Terran is probably his strongest race.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look. Now on the way loading up game 1. But yeah, Zozo actually had a really strong showing in our last tournament. Has been slightly more disappointing this time round. I think people are very much wise to his tactics now, and it's still pretty good to
Yeah.
be ranked this highly, but yeah, slightly less impactful than in the last tournament.
But I think in theory, a Pro Brush bot should be unbeatable by Terran.
Yeah,
Terran definitely has the worst workers to deal with this. Zerg regenerates over time, which is great, and you can build them faster. And Protoss is obviously just straight up. It has an advantage being on defense
yeah,
because you're pros versus pros, so you got defensive advantage.
yeah,
Terran, however, those SCVs, every hit point you do against them is permanent unless you can somehow find time to repair.
yeah.
So let's see how it goes.
I'm good to go when you are.
All set.
Okay, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, up in the top right-hand corner, it is our Protoss Pro Brusher. It is Zozo.
Yep, and in the bottom left, we have the blue Terran. It is Tier, opening with a depot in the back, which I don't mind. You're never going to wall off in time versus this, so
Yeah.
keep those structures from being harassed. And
Unless you go triple depot early, I guess there's a chance, but
yeah, so new kind of deviation out of Zozo here. He kind of sends out the one probe first to prevent the wall off, just in case they try to hard counter him with the fast wall. And then he stays up enough for a pylon, throws on the pylon, and then returns all his minerals and heads out, which allows him to build a new probe at home. And with that one probe at home, he's actually going to start a one base macro build, all while trying to prevent his opponent from doing anything at home with this huge probe rush.
Now this is a 1 base 2 probe macro build. It's even worse than that. Don't
Alright, so
threaten me with a
stacking
good
up
time.
is Tier.
Yep. Don't know that works too well.
He's just cramming in the corner. He just wants to like bait the probes in so he can do like one shot them, but probes decide not to do that, and he gives up and goes on the offense.
Yeah, so actually I think he's got 2-2 down at the moment, and
Actually a really good engagement.
Yeah.
He knocked the shields and a lot of hit points off of all of those probes, including killing 2 of them.
However,
But of course, he hasn't mined a penny during all of his time, and that is the main goal of this Pro Brush bot.
Yeah, what I would say is that a lot of the SCVs are very low hit points there.
Yeah, actually, Marine gets out though.
7-4, wow. So that's not necessarily the end. So very well held by Tier.
Yeah. SCV's is kind of holding the wall for the Marine. I like it.
Yeah.
That's the engagement I've never seen. Like SCV's not engaging, just protecting the Marine. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And probes are actually going to jump back home. So 4 of them make it back home, and the end result will be 16 SCVs to 11 probes. And that's great for Tier, because Tier did not sacrifice his tech while doing this. He got the depot, he got the gas, he got the barracks.
Yeah,
sometimes people cancel all those things to survive the probe rush, but
nice little lead here for Tier. So I think
and he's pushing out. He's like, normally 2 Marines doesn't work, but 2 Marines versus someone who doesn't even have a gateway, that can work.
Yeah. Oh god. This is going to be nasty, and the gateway is a long way from finishing here. So
now, if there's one person who can fight with probes, it's got to be Zozo, you would imagine, right?
Yes, but still, like, there's a lot of lost mining time, and he can't afford that at the moment as well. And there's a third probe Marine coming up to join them.
Yeah, with the third one, he's going to start getting kills. Yeah, there he goes.
3 more kills for Tier.
And he cannot afford a Zealot. Spent his 50 minerals on another probe. 1 Marine does go down.
Yeah, so that's important, but another Marine there is backing up, so...
Yeah, this third Marine's the last one, because he did switch into Reactor after that Marine.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be any more, but yeah, I mean, he's just not mining.
Yeah, he's not...
And these probes are getting low. Yeah, I think he's going to win the game with these 3 Marines. Now it's 2 Marines.
Yeah, 1 goes down, but the amount of lost mining times and lost probes there is are really going to destroy Zozo. But yeah, 21 lost probes for Zozo, 22. And we're not
You're
even
making it
4
look
minutes in.
easy.
Yeah,
I really like the decision there.
yeah,
He kind of bought time for the Marine by stacking in that mineral patch. He actually could have stayed in that mineral patch, right? With that Marine on the
yeah,
way. As long as he had the minerals for it.
yeah. I think he might have needed a bit more on that though, so...
Yeah, and
But yeah,
the way he fought with the Marine and SCVs, I love that. And then this decision to push out and go for the kill. I love that as well.
and there we have the
Really
GG.
well done.
Oh, yeah, nice game there from Tier. Really well held worker rush. Let's have a look at game 2.
Yeah, I would say that's the best I've ever seen any Terran handle a Pro Brush.
Yeah,
I can't think of a game that beats that.
just hide in the corner and come out when you're ready to go. But yeah, and those 3
We've seen
Marines.
people, yeah, we've seen people win with like just superior worker numbers. We've seen, just survive until you can get a Reaper out of Micro Machine, but this is like super clean.
Yeah, definitely. All right, good to go. Game 2 when you are.
All set.
Right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, up in the top left, looking to keep his tournament alive, it is Zozo.
And in the bottom right, we have the blue Terran. It is Tier.
Yeah, so can they do it again? Or will Zozo try something different? He's sending out the worker, so it looks like standard worker rush. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, same deal.
Yeah.
Let's see where he places the barracks, though. If the barracks is anywhere close to that depot, that could be an issue.
Yeah.
No, barracks is going deep behind the mineral line. Yeah, this feels like it's like planned for. This
Yeah.
seems almost like an anti-Zozo positioning of the barracks.
Yeah, so first probe just sitting there. And that's a nice little lead there because he's got the shields back and he's taken some HP off the SCV. May even get this SCV.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, nice. Nice little early victory. Oh man, if he kept attacking that command center, that would have been nice,
so
actually.
much better, yeah.
Yeah, they would force these
SCVs
out to fight.
There we go, SCVs coming out now. Yeah, quite well dealt with again. It's still kind of even though. Like,
yeah, 1-for-1, but a lot of hull damage done to these probes.
yeah.
Something about like getting this like command center behind the probes in the ramp doesn't allow them to retreat straight back.
Yeah.
So they take extra hits as they're trying to pull back when they lose their shields.
Yeah, really nicely done here from Tier.
Of course, as I say that, it is 3 SCVs down and only 1 probe, but there's the Marine. That's it.
Is that enough for Zozo? I mean, I guess he's still mining more. I mean, there's only really 4 SCV mining.
I mean, the SCVs aren't fighting per se, and there's only 1 Marine, so I don't think he's going to lose much in the way of probes.
Yeah.
He can kind of pull them back in time, but the question is, like, are they ever going to do something? And by do something, I mean go back home and start mining.
Well, soon enough, I think Zozo's going to recall with probes. I think he's got a certain timing that he does that at, so...
But is it a timing, or is it after he loses the majority of them? Because if it's the latter,
yeah.
that's not something you want to be doing, right? Because they're not going to get any work done, so you don't want to lose them all.
However, I would say Zozo is still mining a lot more than Tier at this point.
Yeah, he is keeping all the SCVs off, that's true.
Yeah.
But if it's just temporarily keeping them off, and every time Pro goes down, an SCV goes back to work.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's out of there.
Alright. There we go.
And he doesn't get picked off by a Marine this time, so 6 of them make it back home.
So kind of even.
Yeah, a lot more even this time, 17 to 18. But even though he has more probes this time, it is the same issue of Marines coming across the map when you don't have a gateway complete yet.
Sure, but I think that gateway is going to complete in time, and I think he will be able to probably get out a Zealot, which is not the best counter to Marines, but
But he's certainly
Suddenly
going to be
no
able
charge.
to
Yeah,
afford a zealot.
yeah.
That's one thing he didn't have before, because he's got so much more money this time with all those probes.
Although, is he going to build one? Because it looks like he just wants to get the cyber core out.
Yeah, he's not, but when he sees the Marines, he's still not. Okay, so this is going to be a pure probe
Yeah.
defense. So far, so good. He might get the first Marine. No, not quite.
Only
But
lost
that
one
Marine's staying
probe.
in the front,
Yeah.
it looks like. So I think he'll end up losing that first Marine. Oh, no, it's not staying in the front. Okay, so the damage is getting split up. Stalker is on the way. However, no, he's making a Zealots.
Wow.
Yeah, something caused him to react and build the Zealot. Like maybe it's in other minerals.
Yeah. Really, a Stalker would actually probably shut this down. You could probably get one Stalker if microed correctly would be able to shut this
Oh
down
no, the
on its own.
Zealot! It doesn't want to go down the ramp.
Oh
He's like, you
no.
left my main base, I'm not going there. Well, it's a big deal because that means he's not going to have a Stalker either.
No,
Okay, one Marine down.
Doesn't have enough minerals for a Stalker.
Yeah, and at this point that feels like almost too much damage, even if he does kill off all these Marines.
Yeah. It's still pretty good micro from Zozo though. I mean, to get all these
but
Marines.
he's not really mining, and he's lost like half of his workers now.
Yeah.
One Marine left. Just takes one more zap and is down.
A little bit of zap, maybe.
Oh my gosh, he gets so close there. He's just about to tap it. Okay, here's a Reaper.
Oh, here's a Reaper.
There's no tapping that thing.
Yeah. Alright, I am going to call
Moves
that
versus
there.
a Reaper. Yeah.
Yeah. GG, Tia is going through to the next round, guys.
Yeah, well done.
GG. Alright. Double quick time there. You know, we are not hanging about tonight. Which... so yeah, Tia doing really well, bringing his Terran. And yeah, will be a threat, I think. So... Alright. Let's take a look at our featured matchup of the night. It is the two undefeated bots. It's Sharkbot up first with winning up against Spud and Octopus. So now taking on the might of Ketrock.
Yeah, Sharkbot's kind of clearly like the number 4 bot on the ladder and the number 1 Protoss bot.
Yeah. Well,
I guess
this...
Eris and Micro Machine are always 1, 2. Then the evil Zoe's usually number 3. Although
Yeah.
Zoe doesn't show up for tournaments as it's the same author as Xena.
Yeah.
Then it's typically Sharkbot. Yeah, he's kind of solidified that position, I think.
Yeah, no, he's done really well. Certainly over the last year, he's been a lot higher up on the ladder. And of course, Ketrock with the win over SmoothBrain and Kaninana, which puts you in the position of already through to the next round. So this is the kind of bonus really, and it's good for the seedings in the tournament. But yeah, it should be a fun matchup definitely. All right, let's have a look at our first game.
Yeah. Just loading it up now.
It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm worried. I think I'm definitely not the favorite here with my bot being Ketrock.
I don't know. I mean, it's always been pretty close, and you are the defending champion, by the way. So you know, we. All right. I am ready to go when you are.
I'm all set.
All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, up in the top of Moondance, sending out a few probes already. It is Sharkbot.
And in the bottom left, we have the blue Terran. It's Ketrock. Yeah, so this is what I was worried about. So when you're making a bot, right? Maybe you have code for like how you handle battle cruisers and code for how you handle ultralisks, and maybe that code conflicts. But you think, who cares? Because I'm never going to be facing a battle cruiser and an ultralisk at the same time. So that was my theory with facing a probe rush and facing a cannon rush. The code for both of those do not jive well together, but I was like, no one's going to probe rush and cannon rush. That's not a thing. And then Sharkbot became a thing.
Yes, it is. Oh, and
So my bot kind of glitches hard in that scenario. Though there's no pylon going down, so maybe it's just a worker rush.
nice. So SCV's coming out to deal there. But mining fix?
Yeah, I got this bug. I've never been able to track it down for years, so I just, when it happens, I fix it.
Okay.
Where SCVs just go randomly idle or untracked, I will say. They'll be mining, but I'm not tracking them, and I don't know how they ended up in that state.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the probe that's meant to build the pylon died, so that's good news for my bot. So if it's not facing both a cannon rush and a worker rush, it should be able to handle this just fine.
Yeah, so 2 probes down already. The forge is complete, but there's no cannons.
Yeah, maybe I have a little few more SCVs not mining than he does, but the fact that I didn't have to run across the map at the start of the game means I should be ahead economically.
Yeah.
And he's actually losing these probes now.
Yeah.
Only 2 of them remaining.
13 workers left for Sharkbot. And Marine is already out. Worker defense off.
Okay, already feeling better about game 1. The thing I was most worried about will not come to fruition. But with that said, Sharkbot also has the strongest late game of any Protoss bot I've seen, so
yeah,
let's hope. Well, I'll be hoping that I can turn this advantage into too much for Sharkbot to come back from, because I am scared of his late game.
Yeah, it's been a real late game monster. Obviously, we had -0, who was also the late game monster, but certainly in the current iteration of the ladder, Sharkbot is the bot for the Protoss bot for late game.
So my bot did say Raven at the start of the game, so it's going for a mass Raven strategy, which is bad because it probably means Sharkbot will reach the late game, but it's good in that if I am going against the late game Protoss, having mass Raven, can help me deal with them cost efficiently.
Yeah.
Factor going down now for Ketrock. Meanwhile, we do have the Cybercore on the way for Sharkbot as well as his natural expansion.
Yeah, it's slightly ahead on the expansion for Ketrock. You kind of expect that with a Terran. Especially one that's just been pro-brushed.
Yeah. And a bot that's going for Mass Raven. He'll have plenty of minerals to spare, and he'll need more gas geysers, and you put those 2 things together, and you're going to see a whole lot of expansions coming down out of this bot.
Yes, yeah.
Alright, factory is complete, and starports are on the way.
Yeah, so this should be first starport, 2 starports going down.
Meanwhile, we have a robotics facility about halfway complete.
That's not going to be doing much against a Mass Raven build. I don't know, actually. It'll be able to take down the autocannons, but...
Yeah, I mean, the auto turrets are really... Or, sorry, not auto turrets. Immortals are really good versus auto turrets and planetaries, and those are basically the only 2 things I have with this build, so...
Yeah.
Now, obviously... They don't shoot ravens, so they're not a threat to that. But you can have supplement units to deal with the ravens.
Yeah. So there's a few stalkers as well, so that's going to be good. Last warp gate just about to finish for Sharkbot. Meanwhile,
yeah, Ketrock is sealed in tightly with the planetary siege tank at the front line. 2 starports, building a safety banshee it looks like, and an observer on the way.
Yep.
A warp prism out of Sharkbot, the one thing we've definitely seen highlighted out of Sharkbot is his warp prism harass, and like juggling units in and out of the warp prism can be super effective.
Yeah.
We saw a cool game versus Eris where he was like juggling units with like 4 warp prisms and just getting like all these free kills. He was down 7 bases to 1, so it didn't matter, but it was still
pretty cool.
Really cool to see him like pick Zerglings apart from distance.
Yeah.
And here comes
So,
Prism, and actually not much in the way of defense for Ketrok. Like, Planetary and Siege Tanks on the front line is not going to help versus a Warp Prism in the main base.
yeah. Although they're really just kind of just playing with it at the moment, taking the odd pot
Yeah, they're
shot.
dropping out in time to shoot the Banshee, but then the Banshee runs away from them, so
Yeah,
getting little pot shots here and there, I guess, on the starport. If the SCV moves to the wrong side, that could be trouble. Marines swung all the way around.
yeah.
I don't suspect they'll get through the shields, but they are a distraction. Find time for maybe a Viking. Yeah, there's a Viking, so that might be able to
Although it's not really
zone
attacking.
out the...
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the Stalkers keep the Warp Prism safe, so more of a zoning tool, I guess.
yeah.
All the Marines are dead now.
So this is not good news for Ketrok.
Yeah,
So,
but I mean, it's not
couple of
doing
bits.
much. Right?
Liberate.
He can't really push in. If he tries to fly the Warp Prism into the main base, he's just going to get picked
Yeah,
on by the Vikings, so... The Stalker, or this Banshee and Viking is enough to kind of keep him at range, at least, even though it's not going to kill anything.
yeah. It's not likely to get through the shields there. So SCV
Of course,
comes
as I say
across.
this, in the background, Sharkbot's actually gotten ahead in expansions.
Yeah,
I expected all this expanding out of Ketrok. Maybe the build got completely thrown off by the worker rush.
I think it's possibly that you've got like essentially these stalkers and warp prisms out here where Ketrok wants to expand. So it may not.
Yeah.
It's sent out a couple of SCVs. It's sending out another one now, but I think that's just going to get taken down by these stalkers.
Yeah. It's smart enough not to expand to that base, but it's trying to expand to the base at 6 o'clock, which means walking, still
Yes.
walking in front of these stalkers.
Right, so it's building another one now at the 3 o'clock base. And there's a couple of ravens out now. I wouldn't call it a mass raven build just yet, but
No. And it's kind of wasting auto turrets. Like,
yeah,
damaging shields is not a good use of energy.
no,
So there's a chance I might get up to like 10, 12 ravens and they're all dried on energy because they're ruthlessly trying to kill this Warp Prism. Oh,
yeah.
Stalker's actually getting into the
Oh,
main.
wow.
Okay, now these auto turrets might be better.
Oh, there's one stalker that looks like it's probably going to go down.
Yeah, but nothing to kill it. Well, one auto turret, I guess. Taking some hull damage, that's better than nothing.
Special Agent
They
Dave
got-
the Stalker.
Okay.
Banshee's going to get it, yeah.
The Banshee actually is afraid of Stalkers without cloak,
Yeah.
but the Stalker ran in range of the Banshee and forced it to shoot.
Ah. So,
And I guess that's it for the Warp Prism, unless it's just going home to pick up another Stalker.
possibly.
Nope, that's it.
No.
So finally some reprieve for Ketrok as he's setting up more bases.
Yeah. The fourth base will come down. Fifth base, sorry, will come down. But still only on 4. But looks like, is he gonna? No. Yep. More start puts on the way.
Pretty big gateway army being set up at the fourth base there for Sharkbot. Meanwhile, Ketrok is fortifying at home with planetaries and siege tanks and liberators. Kind of, you know, build as much turtle as you can while sneaking in as many ravens with the extra gas left over.
It's real distance mining as well from Sharkbot. I wonder if it's gonna build up another nexus there.
Yeah. But the gas is finished as fourth. He has somewhere to put those workers now.
Yeah.
6th base now for Ketrok. Probe is
The
going to
real
run to its
macro,
death.
yeah. I think we're going to get a game of just mine out the map and see how many bases we can take.
Yeah, there is a bug that Sharkbot has I just discovered the other day. I let him know that sometimes his bot gets 8 gas and never gets another gas geyser afterwards.
Yeah.
And in this sort of long attrition game, you can't win the game on 8 gas, you know. You can spend minerals on cannons and zealots and stuff, but eventually you need that extra gas.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that bug exists or not when he takes his 5th, I suppose. Meanwhile, speaking about taking bases,
Oh
Ketrock is
my
taking all
god! It's like, which expansion do you want to take? Yes.
them.
Oh my god, he's
Yeah, so this
gone.
is
2,
yeah.
3.
When you got 90 SCVs, you're only building Ravens, and these are like Ravens from before the last patch, so they still cost 200 gas.
Yeah, so 10,
Yeah,
11th
so
on the way.
so many minerals to spend.
Oh, oh, wait. Is his army going to come across and see that and think, no, we can't let that?
Ketrock expanded to the base that Sharkbot is distance mining to.
Yeah, I think he's seen you. There's only one left on the map that isn't taken. I kind of expect to see a nice ghostly command center there at some point very, very soon. But Sharkbot
Strangely,
isn't.
the Raven.
Yeah, Sharkbot's
Go ahead.
maxed. It's moving out.
Yeah, and strangely, the Raven count is only at 6.
Yeah.
Somehow Ketrock's spending all of his gas and he only made it up to 6 Ravens. I guess with all the planetaries and siege tanks and liberators.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a free base, but Sharkbot's like, nah, too easy. I'll wait until the planetary finishes, I guess.
Yeah. So waking up the Viking pilots, sneaky boy. Oh no, he's gonna take this one.
Sharkbot's going back to clear out his 5th. That took priority. That makes sense.
Yeah. So it probably will get cancelled unless it goes down really fast. No, it does get cancelled.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do like one burst damage shot, you can sometimes get the kill before the bot can cancel it.
So pretty much a kitchen sink composition there from Sharkbot. Lots of stalkers, some storm.
Nice storm.
Yeah, that was good.
Auto turrets coming down to fight with the planetary, but even the combination is no match for this gigantic Protoss death ball. Tempest even in the mix now, giving it some range.
Yeah.
And that puts Ketrock down to a mere, what, 12 bases
12
or something?
bases, something like that, yeah. Oh my god, how are you going to survive?
If this ball is coming across, is looking to do more damage.
Yeah. Nice disruptor shot on all of the turrets there. And another base goes down from Ketrock. As the High Templars arrive in time not to storm anything.
Yeah, Raven Count's never really got there for Ketrock. Only he's got 7 now. Big defensive base here. 2 siege tanks, 2 liberators. Will it help much? Well, it's certainly going to mean a lot of losses. But I think the planetary is doomed. Yeah. But it took down some stuff with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That death ball actually is looking still pretty deathy.
Yeah. I mean,
Raven count is down to what, 2? No. 4?
I think it's like... Yeah, we've got 7 Ravens on the field at the moment. So it's not too bad. So I think this is the last base that Ketrock's really mining from at the moment. Like...
No, so, I would not say that.
Yeah, maybe actually, yeah, sorry, yeah. But certainly the last one he has saturated. Basically, not even saturated it, but yeah.
Nice little storm hitting all the Vikings there.
Yeah. Carriers now from Sharkbot as well. Oh,
yeah, it's still not the best place to be fighting here. Vikings actually dealing with the interceptors okay too.
See, that's no longer really a death ball from Protoss, is it? That's a ball of non-death.
Yeah.
This carrier does get targeted by the turret. Liberator looks like it's on its last legs.
That kind of walked to its death. That's not very good.
Yeah.
That's a bruised Protoss army, I gotta say. And there's still a siege tank in the back there in the Liberator zone. Trying to jump the siege tank. Does get on top of it, but... Oh, with an Immortal there.
Yeah, the Immortal there is going to do it. Wait, shoot! Immortal, shoot the tank!
It does, but it will go down itself as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, only one SCV repairing, but there's not much again to kill that planetary. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of Tempests there that are going to do nasty damage to the planetary. But
Okay, PF's down.
yeah. Yeah.
Not much on the production tab for Ketrok here.
Yeah, you
Just
got
lacking in minerals,
turret
I guess.
and-
Yeah.
yeah. It's
He's
still
cut down to
mining a
one
lot.
worker in each gas, but it's still not a lot of minerals coming in. 3,000 gas, 1 mineral. that's not the bank you wanted to be seeing here. The Sharkbot check into the natural is not advised though. Getting hammered by the siege tank.
Yeah, there's lots of auto turrets there as well. So
The unit loss is actually surprisingly close despite these
yeah.
tough entrenched positions that Sharkbot's fighting into. Another planetary going down.
Yeah, that's more of a Protoss death ball now. And I think so. There's not much gas mining going on from Sharkbot. Do you think it's running into that problem?
He took gases as 5th. And he only just no, I don't think so. Like he doesn't even take the gas guys, which is the problem I've seen. Vikings decided to charge and they all died instantly. Not the best decision there.
Yeah, I think it was those storms that did it.
Yeah, not to mention like 100 stalkers.
Yeah. So if you can get into the natural, this game is going to be over. But it's just getting into the natural is the problem.
Yeah, but I mean, he broke other bases, and he's still decent on units last tab, so it's...
Yeah, I think he just needs to rush it. Just go for it. But yeah.
With the auto turrets as well, oof. That's a tough position to break. He didn't even get the front siege tank. That was not a good fight. But again, units lost, even. Every time it looks like he's taking a bad fight, so I look at the units lost tab and it's like, oh, I guess it wasn't that bad.
And as we say that, Ketrok again is just stocking up on those bases.
And Ketrok suicide of all his Vikings. Will he at least get the carrier? No.
No, not quite.
One volley away.
Right.
So during all these battles, Sharkbot's been able to take 2 more bases.
Yeah. So I think we're going to get to a stage soon where this map is going to be completely mined out, almost. And 19 workers to 86. Are we going to end up with a completely mined out state? So it's 2 Tempests just sitting on top of this PF, this 2 Liberators, and a tank, and it's like, what you going to do? The Liberators
they do have that anti-structure upgrade as well, so they do extra 70% damage to the PF.
It almost feels like Sharkbot is playing a giant game of whack-a-mole with Ketrok's bases. It's like, take down 1, 2 more appear.
This Viking charge may not be as suicidal as the last ones. Yeah. 1 Tempest going down.
Oh, so...
Not just 1.
What is good as well is that, that there's a lot of feedbacks going down from Sharkbot onto the Ravens to steal their energy away.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked that we haven't seen feedbacks in the meta.
Yeah.
Bot meta for a long time. Something, you know, basically anytime a unit gets within 9 range of a Templar, it loses all of its energy. That's pretty powerful.
It's pretty good,
like instantaneous cast. Like, you can make it so, like, Vipers would never be able to touch you, because you can just outrange Vipers. And...
Yeah.
Oh, that Planetary is
nice
getting roasted, all his SCVs, yeah.
Yeah. But again, the whack-a-mole is happening again because Ketrock is rebuilding another base, and Sharkbot just needs to build more bases.
Yeah, and quietly, this Raven count's actually getting up there. It's not the 6 or 7 it was earlier on.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't been building them constantly because he keeps making Vikings to throw away. But yeah, the top right has been mined happily by Ketrock without any disturbance.
Please don't look up so I can kill some Tempests.
They looked up.
Yeah.
I wrote that code so long ago to jump the Sky Toss, and Sharkbot does a very good job of protecting his Sky Toss. He flees the air units, and he flees them past his own stalkers or cannons, whatever he happens to have nearby.
Yeah.
Speaking of cannons, if you take a look at the middle of the map,
oh.
they are encroaching batteries and cannons.
Yep, going all the way
across.
Nice
little retreat spots, so those Vikings will always be suicidal.
Okay.
If you want to 2x it, I don't mind, because I know
okay, guys.
There's something special about this game.
Yeah, we are going to make a reveal about this game. I'm going to go on two speed at the moment, because this game goes on for an hour and times out the entire system. So we end this game in a tie. I am very sorry to spoil this for you, but yes. We are...
I'm interested how it got there. Like, if both sides take half the bases, the map mines out around 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think what happened is one person must have had way more money, and one person must have been winning the fights. That's the only way for the game to last an hour. Either that, or someone bugged out. Like, the winning bot bugged out and couldn't finish it.
Yeah, I think what happens is Sharkbot doesn't take his gases, so he can't actually finish the game.
Oh, you're right, he doesn't. Oh, that means Ketrock is going to win eventually, probably.
Well, you say that, but let's get to the stage of an hour. Right, okay, I'm going to fast forward this a bit faster because people don't want to sit here and watch a bugged out bot for a long time. But.
So I don't mind that. So that means Ketrock would have won, but he would have won only because Sharkbot has a bug. So I feel that's fair to be a tie.
Yeah, I think it gets to a state where, and by the way, I'm going to AX this for now. It's still going to take a while to get to the hour mark in this. But yeah. Sorry guys, spoiling a good game.
Yeah, because I've seen it on ladder, like we have some matches go like 40-50 minutes.
Yeah.
And Sharkbot basically wins, but he doesn't take his gas, which allows Ketrock to slowly come back. And then when Ketrock takes a new base, even though it's completely dried out by Sharkbot, it's got 4,500 gas there, which is exactly what a mass Raven bot wants to see. It's like, ooh, okay, I'll turn that into another 80 Ravens. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so let's see, get it up to. So the map at the moment is pretty well mined. There's not much minerals left. Ketrock has more than Sharkbot.
Yeah, as long as Ketrock can kill an expansion base, which he should be able to with auto turrets, then he can take the gas, because Sharkbot didn't mine it out. Yeah, I've seen this before. Sharkbot definitely deserves a win. It's just a stupid bug that prevents it. But I think if the 1 hour timer wasn't set.
Yeah.
It's super rare to go over an hour, but I think we should, just for tournaments, we should probably have that turned off. Maybe it's to like an hour and a half, even though it's like a 1 in a million chance.
Yeah, I think maybe for the next tournament I will. It comes up so rarely though. I think we had one in the last tournament, and then we've got one in this tournament. So.
Yeah, because like I said, when the map mines out at 40 minutes typically, like that leaves 20 minutes for the game to be decided.
Yeah.
So the odds of an actual game being stopped by the 1 hour limit is low.
Yeah.
But in a weird scenario where like one person's up 3 bases, but he's trading inefficiently, then it can go over.
Yeah. So now we have Sharkbot. Is literally on 0 gas, but just relying on the current units that they have.
Yeah, we met in actually in the last Sc2AI tournament we met, and the same thing almost happened.
Yeah.
I had like one batch of Vikings left to clear out his Sky Toss, and it worked. And if that didn't work, it would have ended up in a
Although
draw.
actually, like, could Sharkbot just build like cannons all the way around here and win that way? But
yeah, as long as there's enough Ravens, you know,
yeah.
they'll store up their energy, and then they go on the offense, and then they just lay down like 100 auto turrets, and
Yeah.
that usually cuts through the mass cannon defenses pretty well. Maybe you lose a Raven or two. But it's more about when the cannons are supported by something. Or it's more about when he has air units, because whenever he has air units, I make Vikings, and my bot is
Yeah.
like not very smart in his Viking usage. I got the stream pause.
So, sorry.
Oh, so it looks like he was actually gonna win. So I had the screen pause. I thought you were actually showing. So maybe
It does get down on top of the production.
Okay, it looks like Sharkbot was actually gonna win this without gas.
Yeah. I think just building cannons and trying to get relying on what he already has.
Get track mining minerals?
No.
No. Bottom left maybe a little bit coming in. That's what the dry up.
Yeah.
So it's just auto turrets. Auto turrets versus the gasless Protoss. I guess the auto turrets probably slowly win.
They would, unless the Protoss started just massing zealots, I guess.
Yeah, this is different than the games I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Because normally Ketrak has more minerals than he knows what to do with. In this game he doesn't, and Sharkbot's gonna mine out the massive minerals.
Yeah, I mean, could this have ended in a draw naturally? Because, you know, there's no easy way for the auto turrets to break through that mass of shields and cannons there. And there's no way for Sharkbot to really kind of like close out the game if they lose all their gas units. So, I don't know.
Yeah, and because there's Tempest still, I don't think Ketrak's going to be making more Ravens.
Yeah.
Even if he could. Distance mining some minerals. Yeah, I think this is Sharkbot's game to lose. Maybe this 1 hour limit denied Sharkbot the victory.
I don't know. I think it would have ended in a draw naturally, just because of the auto turrets. I guess.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible though because of auto turrets.
Yeah.
Like either he overwhelms or slowly over time auto turrets will probably win.
Yeah.
Unless he gets my Raven count really low, in which case I can't cut through batteries and cannons. So with Tempest, I think. With Tempest, he will slowly won.
I think so. It seems to be using the probes offensively.
He actually is. He's killing my distance mining SCV.
Oh. So Ketrak has just 13 workers. So
yeah, let's take a look at the final state of this. Maybe we should... If it's obvious who's going to win, I think we should give Sharkbot the victory.
Okay, let's have a look.
Let's give it a look at the...
I mean...
Will he be able to break through?
Yeah, he's got 2 Tempests there.
The Ravens are... I think if the Tempest survives, he can win.
Okay. I mean...
One
Don't have to do that.
Oh, he lost the Tempest.
Oh.
Oh, and the Vikings got the other one doing all damage.
But Ketrak's just on that single base there.
The good thing is too, that Tempest dies, there's a chance of a comeback from Ketrok. Because there is like a third base for him.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Oh, is that
yeah,
how it ended?
yeah, that's how it
What is
ended.
it? Let's bring up the hit you.
So he's got one Tempest, one Colossus, uh, one uh, Sentry, and 66
There's,
probes.
there's two Vikings versus a half Hall Tempest.
Oh, yeah.
Where are the Vikings?
So right on top of the
They can't.
Tempest. I don't know.
Oh no, no. That is a dead that is a dead Tempest.
That's a
Okay,
dead
no, this is a
Tempest.
draw.
Yeah,
This is a draw.
yeah,
If anything,
yeah.
this is a Ketrock victory. Because Ketrock's going to retake his third base
Oh,
after
yeah.
distance mining.
I mean, the only way to do it is just continue building the cannons there. So sorry, guys. Yeah,
Yeah, if
we've
those two
had a
Tempests survived, I would have said we should give it to Sharkbot despite the 1 hour limit.
yeah,
But I'm pretty sure that like even 2 seconds more, I'm pretty sure that last
yeah.
Tempest was dead.
All right, let's have a look at game two. We might be here a while, guys, if this is anything to go by.
Yeah, good thing we had 3 quick series, I guess.
Yes, exactly. So
So game 1, part 2.
game two,
As
game
it series.
one or two,
Yeah,
or do one. Yeah. All right, good to go when you are.
all set.
All right, down in. Sorry. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, down in the bottom left-hand corner of Inside and Out, it is Sharkbot.
And in the top right, we have the blue Terran. It is Ketrock.
Yeah,
So I have a theory on why my bot is picking Mass Raven as his build. I bet what happened on the ladder is because my bot like kind of decides which build is the best versus each bot based on history. I think Sharpbot probably always beats my bot, but because it doesn't mine gas and leaves all this gas available on the map, my bot learned that playing Mass Raven is best versus Sharkbot
yeah,
just because of all the gas available on the map. With that said, we do have the probe rush coming in once again, the probe slash cannon rush.
yeah. If this can get a cannon up, that'd be a fun one. But yeah, a couple of
This is a
these
testicle.
probes.
That's actually accurate. It is a testicle. You know how many bots
Oh
overreact to
yes,
seeing a whole bunch of probes?
yes. Because for those who don't know, our the first probe rush bot on the ladder had the name Tickles. That was by Tia, I believe.
Oh no, we did get the cannon down. Now my bot
Yeah.
goes into crazy mode.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
nothing.
so there's pretty strong conflict in my bot's code for anti-worker rush and anti-cannon rush. You notice there's like 40 SCVs out on the map for one probe right now.
Yeah.
So my bot's going pretty insane. And this is
Yeah.
going to give a nice little lead for Sharkbot, I think.
Yeah, not bad for the shark. But so there is no cannon there, but there is a pylon ready
Yep.
to go.
Idle SCVs in the main base for Ketrock.
And yeah, still no gas for Sharkbot though, so yeah, its first gas is on the way. And looks like this probe is going to get taken out. Or at least kicked out of the base.
Yeah. But I think we might be able to call that an economic victory for Sharkbot.
Yeah.
Like, you pull 7 workers at the start of the game, that doesn't sound like a good economics lead, but when your opponent pulls 15 workers for 2 minutes to deal with it, then, yeah, that's pretty good for you.
Yeah, so I'll say that Ketrock does have a couple more workers at the moment. Still no
Yeah,
gas.
but how much has he
Yeah.
mined with those workers is the big question, right?
Yes. Still no gas though for Sharkbot.
Yeah, probably going for a Nexus before gas. Nope, there's a double gas now.
As he's saying,
Way
oh,
to make me look stupid, Sharkbot. He's saving up minerals, he's distance mining. Like, I felt like a safe comment to make, and he's like, nope, double
yeah,
gas.
done
I
it
heard
all
you.
for you. Yeah. So it's gonna be a little one base build for it from Sharkbot.
It reminded me of this famous clip where PT Drogro, a pro player, was commentating a game of Hearthstone versus can't remember who it was, Beyond, I think.
Yeah.
And he's like, he sees a fight that's right about to happen. He's like, oh, Hearthstone's going to crush this army. And like literally 2 seconds later, Hearthstone's army was gone and he GG'd. It's like the worst
Oh
call I've
yeah.
ever seen.
Cast a
And you can't call
curse.
it a dumb caster either because he's literally not a caster. He's a pro player.
Yeah, yeah. Cast a curse is real, always. So yeah. Swan Center on the way for Get Truck now.
Yep, as well as a Nexus on the way for Sharkbot, but equally timed. I guess the Nexus is a little better as it's in position. As I say that, a third base now to catch Rock.
Oh, okay. Is Sharkbot going to be able to punish Getrock for this this greed?
One thing I noticed too is Ketrock, I try to like adjust the build order once I'm getting cheesed, and that adjustment's not working correctly for this build, as my bot has been heavily supply blocked for quite a while.
Yeah.
He's you know, before we started the starport, he was supply blocked, and now the starport has a tech lab, and Ketrock's still supply blocked. So the command center is actually going to finally deliver the supply that Ketrock needs. And during that time, Sharkbot got 7 workers ahead. So
Yeah. He's now managed to unblock himself on supply. And another
of course,
command
in being
center.
supply blocked for so long, he pooled so much money now he's able to go straight to 4 bases. So
Yeah.
if it goes unpunished, you never know. Maybe this will catch, you know, Ketrock will be able to catch up again.
Well, where's this command center going? Because although he's just finishing his natural expansion, he's got third on the way and fourth on the way. He's only mining from 2 at the moment. Or only mining from 1, sorry.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fixed in any moment now, but yeah, still quite an economic lead for Sharkbot, I'd say.
Yeah, that's not part of any build order. That's like, hey, if I'm floating minerals, just let's throw down an extra command center sort of idea. So you float a lot of minerals being supply blocked for a long time.
Yeah.
So if there is any sort of 2-base push coming out of Sharkbot, I feel like Ketrock will be dead. But if that's not the case, maybe this is a little comeback mechanic, you know?
Yeah. Could be.
It's actually something you can try out in your own games. You know, when you're really far behind, just say, screw it, I'm going to go double expand. Because you're dead anyways, so why not take the risk of him not attacking you and try to get back into the game economically?
Yeah.
Because if you just play normal, you're dead. So
Yeah,
you gotta
exactly.
do something abnormal. You know?
So, I love StarCraft, but Age of Empires is my favorite RTS. Oh.
Yeah, that's had some nice updates recently. Age of Empire 4 coming out. Age of Empires 2 has the remastered version.
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure which one's more popular. I think Age 2 still has a
I think it's 2,
bustling scene.
yeah. 2 is still pretty popular at the moment. Let's just see the,
I know all the ex-StarCraft players went to Age of Empires 4. I think if you look at the top 10 pro players, like 7 of them are StarCraft players.
Yeah.
These stalkers arriving before the PF condition actually kill every SCV there.
That's a nice little pick off there as the...
Oh my gosh. They're getting free damage on the planetary, picking up before the PF turret can turn.
Oh, that's brilliant. I wonder if that's a nice little thing to work out there. Brilliantly done by Sharkbot.
Sometimes picking up before the stalker can even shoot, let alone the planetary.
Yeah. That's now third base on the way from Sharkbot. Really, quite a long way ahead now at the moment. I think like a nice little push in there would have serious consequences, especially if he could pick up and drop in the main, which is not always easy with a single warp prism, but
there may even be a move wind potential right now for Sharkbot, because again, like that worker count has not recovered for Ketrock. Like, yeah, he got 4 command centers quickly, but not having workers for that long, especially after the early game where he had all of his workers pulled.
Yeah.
There's just hasn't been recovery. There's planetaries, and that's it. That's all there is, really. Planetaries and a single siege tank.
Yeah, if Sharkbot could just pick up and go into the main, that would be almost a death bell for Ketrock.
Or just like a third immortal, and you can probably cut right through a planetary, I would think.
Yeah.
And Sharkbot's not making it easy for Ketchart to finally get the worker count, as he's, his stalkers just keep picking off SCVs here and there.
Yeah. And the one's just transferring between the second and third. Oh, that's interesting. What's interesting, Sharkbot?
Shooting this missile turret outside of PF range and then killing all the SCVs that come to repair.
That's pretty good tactic right there.
Yeah, yeah.
And if nothing else, you've got a worker lead and you're causing lost mining time. Taking a few little resources, not many to repair that. But, and just really being annoying and causing small amounts of damage.
Looks like the Sea Chank's going to arrive. That's going to help establish this, or protect this position that Sharkbot had solidified so well, getting all the transferring workers and hitting the missile turret.
There's also a Viking
but now
there, so...
Yeah. But now he's got a similar position between the third and fourth base of Ketchuk, where he might be able to grab all the workers being transferred. And, behind this is a full 4-base economy from Sharkbot.
Yeah, there's a huge army lead now from Sharkbot.
Yeah, economies are finally evening up. But that's after 10 minutes of them not being even. So yeah, like you said, that equated to a huge army lead.
Yeah, he's got Immortals out. He's got Starports on the way now. Fleet Beacon on the way, sorry. So you're going to see Carriers, Tempest. And this Disruptor is stuck right in the middle of everything, I believe. Can it get out? I don't know.
No, definitely not.
No.
A Zealot can get out of there, because the one gateway in Robo is corner to corner.
Yeah.
But nothing that large. Not even like a Stalker could get out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing's getting out.
So this is how far Ketchuk is behind. He's trying to go Mass Raven, and so far the Raven count is 0. Every penny's been going into like the defenses and the SCVs and the command centers.
Yeah.
But it is that time where he finally has minerals to spare, and that's going into a lot of command centers.
Yeah, another one up here, taking every single base.
Interesting. Oracle out of a Sharkbot. I don't think it's going to do much. Missile turrets at each base.
Yeah.
But it is a really good tool versus Cloak Banshee, which, if Ketchuk were doing that, would just not.
I mean, it's got a Banshee out. It's not got any Cloak at the moment, though, so... It might get the SCV here? No.
I think the Oracle just went down, actually.
Yeah, it's down.
Okay, looks like 6 more gas geysers are going now for Ketchuk, so in a few minutes that's going to equate to a giant gas income. And I think the first Raven is finally out on the board.
Yeah, so there is a push now out here from Sharkbot. So I think this is going to be fairly scary.
Yeah, triple Liberator there though. No planetary yet, but...
Yeah.
Okay, one Liberator says I'm out of here.
Yeah, so the Immortal there is doing a nice job. Yeah, not really any major damage there from Sharkbot. Yeah, Phoenix is taking down a couple. Well, now the push over here with the Tempest, but the Tempest looks like it's taking some damage. It just about goes down. And this base is going to go before the PF gets built, so...
It took damage from a missile turret. I feel like that's got to be a bug, right?
Yeah.
You get well outrange a missile turret, even with Isaac auto tracking.
Yeah.
I think it's like 10 ranged against 7 or 8.
Yeah. So the Nexus is going to go down. This SCV is going to come and try and build the command center and get the bad news that, sorry, wait, is there two SCVs trying to build that at the same time? No, okay.
But solid gas income now for
Yeah.
Ketrock. He's able to be bringing in about 2,000 gas a minute. So that should be able to get him what he wants. The question is starting to build that stuff now way too late?
Yeah.
I think the answer is probably yes. But we'll see.
Oh, and all those Ravens are gonna get feedback from the Tempests. The Tempests are Templars, so there's no energy on those Ravens at all.
Yeah, and the Vikings all got wrecked by storms at the same time.
Yeah.
Templars really winning the battle there single-handedly.
Yeah, that was nice. So that base will go down. And all these SCVs are going to be sacrificed to the Stalker gods.
Yeah, not a big deal anymore. The Ketrock has plenty of command centers and plenty of minerals, so
yeah,
losing SCVs isn't like the start of the game where it would put Ketrock miles behind.
Yeah. So again, there's a few auto turrets going down, but like I saw earlier, a lot of those Ravens got feedback, so there's not a lot of energy on any of them. The Stalkers are stepping into the range of the PF here.
Yep, the Mortal's going down.
Yeah.
Colossus, Warp Prism inside the Colossus. That could be trouble. You might lose Colossus and the Warp Prism.
Oh, yeah, that's nasty.
No, just the Warp Prism.
Colossus looks like it might get away.
Yeah.
The Viking just suicides itself over a clump of Stalkers. Yeah.
One thing that we haven't really noticed, but the SCVs have been I'm not trying to repair or transferring bases or something, but a lot of SCVs ran into that army.
Yeah. So
and like I said, it doesn't really matter, but it kind of added up. That was probably like 2,000 minerals worth of SCVs that died there. Okay,
yeah.
maybe not that much. Maybe 500. I did the math wrong on that in my head.
So there's 113 SCVs lost in total. So yeah, that's quite a lot. But yeah, as you see, the got all of the cannons and shield batteries here. I'd like to see Sharkbot, if it's got some spare minerals, just kind of extend that a little bit and go right up to the edge of the base. Obviously not good against tanks, but...
Now, I do see Sharkbot hasn't saturated the gas at his 9 o'clock base, and he hasn't taken the gas in the bottom right.
Yeah.
Now, he's spending all of his minerals as well, so maybe that's okay. Maybe that's by design. He wants more minerals for like to push the cannon battery forward.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it might be that gas bug again.
I hope not.
So
Maybe.
all of a sudden, if that bug exists, this could be anyone's game.
Yeah.
Because gas is drying out for SharpenedEdge. He's got one left in his
Sharkbot.
main. No. No, actually, all of his gases are still active, but
Yeah.
For how long?
Yeah.
Probably about 5 minutes left on them.
So I'm actually trying to take out this expansion over here. Expansion, it's not really an expansion, it's expansion of the cannons. Like,
yeah.
Helion's just going to run this shield battery dry.
The pylon stayed up though, so he's going to be able to continue the cannons there.
Oh, that's good.
Probes are getting suicided, perhaps on purpose. Nope, he's remaking probes, so that's not on purpose. I think he's trying to distance mine to the top left, running into the tanks and planetaries.
Yeah.
Okay, forward cam position is denied for now.
Yeah. It's not a big loss there for Sharkbot though, so... There's still quite a lot of gas mining going on for Sharkbot as well.
Yeah, both bots look in really good shape.
Yeah.
They can kind of both do what they want to do at this point. I wouldn't say one has like a definitive push to victory or anything.
Yeah.
Raven count is gigantic at the moment.
It's a real slugfest out for this second place or even top seed even in the Swiss bracket.
Yeah, and because game 1 is a draw, there's still the potential for either of these bots to steal the #1 position from Eris. As Eris did have this individual loss last game.
One loss up against Micro Machines. So,
Machine.
Yeah. And one cannon gets taken down by those auto turrets.
Small victories.
Yeah, well, you know, gotta take them where you can get them. Well, the auto turret is a free unit and the cannon isn't, so definitely a win.
Yeah, actually, Raven's going on the offense in the bottom right.
Nice. That's how you spend your energy, as the super battery is gonna get up, but I think he super batteried the wrong one though, didn't he? Like,
yeah. Typically the one that furthest back is nice. It's got to be in range of your units, but there were no units. One could say you shouldn't have super batteried at all. But I guess if the attack is auto turrets, you might as well battery because auto turrets kill themselves.
Yeah.
You don't have to kill that army, you just need to wait it out. Banshee is probably going to finish it off, however.
Just about. Another one goes down though straight away. So, meanwhile, up at the top, the Immortals are taking the fight.
And now really forward position from these cannons. But right in the throat of Ketrock between his primary bases.
It's going to be nice for if Sharkbot can get this up.
He's actually trying to kill cannons inside the natural of Ketrock.
Oh, that would be fun.
But they're so good, like when I try to jump his Sky Toss with my Vikings and he just retreats over the cannons and batteries, it just makes it laughable.
Yeah.
It's just a huge suicide.
Nice Disruptibles getting close to the tank. You know, you really want to get those right on top of the tank though if you can. A lot of auto turrets going down in the natural, but not really doing anything. So you really waste that Disruptible by hitting those auto turrets as well.
Yeah, I don't even think it one-shots an auto turret, so you need 2 balls to kill it off. It does get the auto turret burning though.
Yeah.
One of the most ridiculous things in this game is when my SCVs repair auto turrets.
Yeah.
It's like why does auto turret repair even exist anymore?
Does it cost any resources to do that? It shouldn't do, right?
Yeah, technically auto turrets cost 100 minerals.
Oh, okay.
Everything has a cost in this game, even if it's impossible to purchase it.
Yeah.
Alright, one cannon goes down.
Yeah. I think at this point, like, though the energy on the Ravens is probably more important than the cannon. But
so the reason my bot's not suiciding its Vikings this game, I believe, is because it never gets enough Vikings to jump it.
Yeah.
I think it's so maxed out on Ravens that it can't find the supply to build the Vikings, and that's, you know, not supposed to be a good thing, but ends up being a good thing for my bot because its Viking usage is poor. So the Vikings I do have just kind of sit back and kill interceptors and take pot shots when I can. Their base does go down.
Yeah, so that's a nice.
It was mostly dried out though, so not the end of the world. Even some mules gonna
immediately the mules
finish it off, I guess. But I don't think we're gonna be able to return.
Yeah. They're not getting through. That's the mothership now from Sharkbot coming in. Trying to push into the natural. If it can jump on top of all the production, then it's probably gonna. There's not much Ketrock can do. And I think when you've got this many bases you're fighting against, then jumping on top of the production is probably the best idea. doesn't really get repaired by those shield batteries.
Yeah, it's all as non-existent.
Yeah.
It's like a shielded pile of rubble, basically, at this point.
Mothership
The Vikings
goes
actually
down.
deciding to jump.
And they're going to come all the way on top of the cannons and the shield batteries, and yeah, that's not a fun time for the Vikings.
No, but
Although it does take
it's better
down a
than
few,
any of the
yeah.
ones from the previous game, yeah.
Yeah.
It's obviously not cost effective, but they actually killed everything, and even 2 of them got out alive.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I say alive, but then they're like, hey, Stalker. And then they take the final shot and die.
Yeah.
Okay. Mortal goes down as well. I mean, this is split map as well. I mean, it's not like Sharkbot's out mining Ketrock. So it's going to probably come down to the cost efficiency.
Yeah.
Which is in Ketrock's favor at the moment.
Just by a little bit, yeah. So it depends, because if Sharkbot can take all of these other bases, then there's no way for Ketrock to repair, because you're essentially going to need to send an SCV from somewhere, and there's no way an SCV is going to get past all those turrets. So, kind of just by having that forward outpost with the cannons and the batteries, you kind of make it so if you can take those extra bases, then you pretty much got it. But as we say that, it looks like some of the auto turrets are going down.
Yeah, and over at the 11 o'clock base, the carrier was actually taken out by Vikings, so there's been some solid wins in the last few moments for Ketrock.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I'm just looking at it, Sharkbot's supply is way down. It's got no gas. Well,
yeah, that is the problem. It's mined out its first 4 bases of gas.
Yeah.
It's not mining gas from any other ones. It's trying to mine gas from the 5th. One is mining, and the other one is glitched out because the battery's screwing up the speed mining, probably.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Ketrock's auto turrets are going to come across. And supply of Sharkbot is plummeting. Ugh.
Yeah, at this point, it feels like a matter of time because of that gas glitch.
Yeah, unfortunately so.
Ketrock's got a gigantic bank, and if he takes out one of these expansions, there's going to be another, 4,500 gas waiting for him there.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be Raven for days.
I don't see how Sharkbot's going to do this, and
yeah,
it's
I think it's time to speed it up.
games here. Let's speed this up, guys.
It could take a while to finish this up with all the cannons on the map, but
yeah,
maybe not too long with all these Ravens.
Yeah, Ketrock. Again, taking advantage there. It's a shame Sharkbot's got this bug, but unfortunately so. Maybe Sharkbot can switch things up after this game. Yeah.
Yeah, he has multiple builds that my bot has trouble with.
Yeah.
Including late game. So I think he has plenty of options to take this out.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is going to take a while, guys. We're just going to watch it. So we were well on schedule with our 3 games previous, and I think this series is going to throw us off. Remember, we're just in game 1. So,
yeah, so these new bases Ketrock are taking have full gas.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, perfect. Got 15k minerals, so plenty of gas.
Exactly what I need, yeah. Alright. Yeah, and there we go. Straight into the main with all the auto turrets, cannons, tanks, and everything. Sharkbot begging for mercy, but no mercy will be shown. GG, well played, Ketrock. And after a marathon, we do have a game on the board for one of our bots.
It took 2 hours for game 1, basically.
Yeah. All right. Let's have a look at game 2 because this could be a different one. Hopefully, Sharkbot will change it up a bit, try and figure out a new way to beat Ketrock. Let me know when you're ready to go.
It's low in the replay now. All set.
All right. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, down 1-0, looking to bring it back. It is our red Protoss, Sharkbot.
And spawning in the bottom right of Berlingrad, we have the blue Terran Ketrock. So, yeah, no probes running across the map. So this is going to be something else.
Yeah, that's something different. Maybe a different build entirely out of Sharkbot. But I get the feeling that Sharkbot, whatever happens, will get to the late game in the same sort of method.
He may. I do know there's a build that he smashes my bot with on the ladder that involves Proxy Tempest Battery. Because as we've seen in the previous games, my Vikings are not good versus Tempests and batteries. And so just build it at the start of the game and it can work out even better.
Yeah.
Oh, and is that what we're going to be seeing here, actually? I do see a probe.
Oh, it's coming.
Coming across. No, that's probably just a scout.
Yeah.
I'm making this up.
So Ketrock is going Ravens again. So it should be able to take all the gas.
Yeah, technically he hasn't lost the Raven build yet, so he's not switching it up. Yeah. If he ever has a loss, he'll choose a different build. I think is the way my bot is set at the moment.
Yeah, that would have been really fun to see the end of the first game. I'm slightly disappointed we got to the hour mark there, but you know, we do have that for a reason. Yeah.
I think because the Tempest went down, and I assume that Sharkbot was broke. I'm gonna guess it's like, maybe 70% chance it's a draw, or 30% chance Ketrock has the comeback. It depends how much money was in that third base. If he could rebuild like another 10 Ravens or something, then he could probably slowly win the game with auto turrets.
But yeah, it would have been an interesting one. Oh, can you get the SCV? Just kill the SCV! Sharkbot, there we go. And the expansion is delayed a bit. Not by much, but yeah, worth it.
Yeah, the weird thing about that first game was that Sharkbot mined out all the minerals on the map, and Ketrock was starved of minerals, which I've never seen before. So maybe it's probably like 80% chance of a draw.
Yeah, I think so.
Because even going Mass Raven, you still need minerals. You know, you can't have literally no minerals on the map.
Yeah, the only way to do it would have been for Sharkbot to change up and start making mass zealots or something, which would have been fun, and just go for all the bases. Just go for a win by taking out all the buildings.
Well, I think Sharkbot was broke in all regards, so I don't think he could win.
No,
he spent all of his minerals on. Was he not?
No, I think he had a fair bank of minerals. I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't go back and watch it again, but I think he had a fair bank of minerals left.
I spent it all on batteries and cannons.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, when you're facing a single Banshee and Ravens, like, what does Ellis do beyond like delay the game?
Well, you can
third
go
and fourth
for the
gas
buildings.
now for.
If you go for the buildings and take out all the buildings, yeah, you can float them as Terran though. So, yeah, that's not really going to help you, is it?
I think my bot would only lift off macro command centers. I think he might have been able to kill all my structures. I don't think I have any code in there to float him away.
Okay.
Yeah, macro orbitals I often float when they're in danger. That's only if I don't think I had any macro orbitals. Yeah, anyways, 4 gas now out of Sharkbot, so it's going for a high gas income. Let's see what it's for. Stargate is on the way.
Definitely doing something a bit different.
Yeah, early third base. Little Phoenix Scout coming through my base.
Invisible men are good, according to Sharkbot.
He probably saw the Tech Lab Starport and decided I was
Oh
going
yeah.
Banshee. We may not see it in this series, but he's actually very good versus Banshees.
Yeah.
The whole premise of my mass Banshee build was like, just use Scan and Vikings to keep sniping observers, so that my Banshees get to go have a field day on the opponents. But Sharkbot's actually really good with his Oracles and Storm. Oracles and Templar. I mean, he'll feedback my Banshees so they can't cloak, and he'll revelate my Banshees with his Oracles over and over again.
Yeah, so Oracle is coming across to see if he can get a few SCVs, I guess. There's not much there to deal with it, although a few
nothing.
Marines in the back. Is he going to get there? Yep. That's a lot of SCVs trapped right there, and the Oracle will go down, so probably a bit of a win there for Ketrok. So.
Yeah, if the Oracle survived, that's awesome. Obviously awesome, because you blocked what, like, was that about 12 workers doing nothing?
Yeah.
That's not a short time either, too. 21 seconds. Huh?
Yeah, so
21 seconds is about that's about 20 minerals per SCV. So
yeah, so you're probably looking at about 400 minerals or 200 minerals.
it's a nice thing to do too when people have like spores or missile turrets in the mineral line.
Yeah,
it's hard to harass with oracles that way, but you can still always throw down that stasis ward from range.
Yeah.
Pros don't do it because pros are smart enough not to get caught with that, and regular players don't do it because they just copy pros. But I think regular players should do it because most people aren't going to notice and they're going to get their whole mineral line locked down.
Yeah,
which is a massive income lead in the short term.
Yeah.
Third base is starting up a planetary. I mean, the expansion lead was definitely there for Sharkbots. Tempest is already out on the field, actually.
Yeah, this is getting quite scary for Sharkbot. It's a nice big death ball to come across if he wants.
Yeah. I think Ketrok can handle that fine.
Interesting
He's
question.
got loads of defense.
Yeah. Interesting question from Sharkbot as well. Is it a fruit or a
just
vegetable?
Like reclaim it. Yeah. Well, you know, it's like saying Pluto's not a planet. It's like, yeah, technically true.
Pluto is not a planet. Come on. You can't have the Pluto as a planet discussion anymore. We've already worked this out. It's definitely not a planet.
Why is it called Pluto then? Right? We named it because it's a planet one. Like, 100% it's not a planet, and 100% a tomato is not a vegetable. But for all intents and purposes, people treat it like one.
Yeah, I guess so. We named it after a dog because it was, I don't know, like dog-like.
Did the dog name Pluto come before the planet? Are you trolling me, or is that actually true?
Well, obviously the planet Pluto was there before the dog, but I think the dog was invented before we discovered the planet. I think the planet's been there for, well, since before human civilization. So, yeah.
Well, Pluto was discovered not that long ago, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking like
20th century, right?
Like,
I don't know when.
Yeah. I don't know.
And like Pluto was a character in Popeye. That dates back to like black and white television, and probably predates that in comics. Yeah, I don't know. I think the name might have predated the planet.
Yeah.
I had to guess.
So.
Both bots completely unimpeded, so they're able to get up to larger numbers. Yeah, with 2 oracles out, I have to think that Sharkbot's probably thinking 3 oracles. He thinks he's facing Mass Banshee, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So Pluto was discovered in 1930, apparently.
30, okay.
Yeah, so I think...
That's longer
sure.
than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the dog was available then. Or available? Or, you know, around, invented. Taking bookings.
One oracle goes down, another one just about died.
Yeah. So there's a really big army building up from both bots.
Mm-hmm.
think we're probably going to see them crash into each other pretty soon. So Ketrock does his usual thing of taking all of the bases. Another base coming down here.
He's kind of gotten to that point where he doesn't need minerals anymore.
Yeah.
So the mass command centers are on the way. He did spot the Tempest early too, so he's going to have like a fair amount of Vikings. Just in case a push comes out.
So some nice upgrades there from Shark, but Ketrock's still a little bit behind on that.
Yeah, not even 1-1 complete yet for Ketrock.
Yeah.
But it's not a big deal for Master Raven. They just kind of need the armor upgrade, and even the armor upgrade is not a big deal.
Yeah, auto turrets do actually benefit from the attack upgrade as well, I think, don't they?
No, just
okay.
they benefit from the structure upgrades. So they get the +2 armor, and they get the +1 range. Yeah.
Yeah, so Ketrock with 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 bases to 9 to 5 at the moment. In bases.
And if we ever get up to the newest patch, they don't need the auto turrets don't even get the +2 armor anymore.
Ah.
Auto turrets were basically nerfed into the ground, but Ravens are cheaper to build. Is more or less what happened to the Raven in the recent patch. The Zealots being scouting, throwing away. They did force out 4 auto turrets, which is nice.
Let's see that.
Another Oracle going down.
Yeah.
But this is probably all good things for Sharkbot. You could free up that supply for more Sky units.
Both are getting very close to max supply.
Yeah, carrier now. Actually, he's replacing that Oracle.
Yeah. Oh, nice little attack here on the base at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, if it's just 3 Stalkers and an Oracle,
I mean,
I don't think he's going to cut through that in time. Yeah, especially now with the Ravens arriving.
Ravens, Marines coming in, and Banshees, and I think this is going to get cleaned up. Oh, Shark this. Yeah, so it just seems to be Oracles coming out at the moment. And is Sharkbot going to try and build through the middle? Possibly, again.
Yeah.
So,
that is going to be the
there we go.
And he's up to, what, 5 air units now? Plus even a few Phoenix for support. And the push begins. He's going to be attacking on the top right, and Ketrock's army is nowhere to be seen. Hanging out at the 3rd base. It's going to take a while to get there.
They're on the way.
He might be able to take out that planetary in time.
I think the planetary's gone, but, like, is there going to be a fight here? Oh, no. Ketrock's going to turn back. But,
planetary going down, Ketrock pulls away.
Yeah.
But the next planetary being attacked, he should be coming back.
Yeah.
Nice little storm there.
Yeah, Sharkbot looks like he's just going to turn around and try and take as many as he can. Well, there's a small attack at the 9 o'clock again, and the 3 o'clock looks like it's probably going down.
Struck by being very technical with the proper name for Psystorm.
Yeah. So eventually this planetary will go down. Eventually. And there's quite a few Tempests with the army now, which is going to make these life difficult for these Ravens. And the Vikings land on the storm.
Yeah, but the Templar are running forward to their death with the auto turrets.
Yeah.
Interceptor count getting reset, kinda.
Sure, but that was a lot of auto turrets that went down with those Ravens, so...
Yeah, Viking count is very high now. They're probably going to try to engage, but those cannons are right nearby. If they do it, it's not going to be smart.
Yeah.
Sharkbot's so good at not letting his air units die.
Sharkbot going to swing around, possibly taking out this 9 o'clock base. But again, this whack-a-mole from Ketrock of just, I want to take these base and this base and this base. It's like...
Yeah, but if he takes that base, he doesn't have the air support anymore.
Yeah.
Let's see if the Vikings decide to dive or not.
Coming in. Some nice storm and a few feedbacks.
Nope, Vikings are still afraid.
Yeah.
Not sure why. I thought there would be enough that they would decide to go for it.
Is there anything to do with the storm that landed on top of them?
I don't think they care how many hit points they have.
Oh, that's
it's more of a tell with the numbers.
Yeah, the carrier was just suicided directly into the turrets.
Missile turret again? Yeah, that's something for Shark Nice to look at.
Yeah.
We're gonna be taking damage with Tempest sword carriers versus missile turrets.
Yeah, oh, a nice little slow area around all of those auto turrets as well.
Fortunately, that doesn't do anything to auto turrets, but looks
cool.
Okay. No, it's like movement speed only.
So. Yeah, okay.
Prevents SCVs from getting around the planetary quick.
I thought it was attack speed as well. No.
That would be much more useful, I guess.
Yeah.
But, unfortunately not.
In that case, probably not as useful, yeah. It's not
I like
really
the mothership usage. Keeping the mothership just far enough forward to keep everything cloaked, but not too far forward.
Yeah. Nice damage.
Yeah, as I say that, it pokes its nose out.
Yeah.
Okay, this is trouble, man.
Yeah, this is
this
getting on top
army
of
is
production.
right in the base now.
Yeah.
The Viking count is not in a good spot.
Yeah.
I think this could be GG here.
Yeah, with so many bases, Ketrock is in good position, but unfortunately he's only producing units off of one of the bases, and that base is being sat on top of by these Tempests.
Oh my gosh, that storm! You stormed my repair bay. Everything's getting hit. Oh my goodness. He just hit like every unit I had with storm.
I think I missed that. Yeah.
But these carriers are dying to missile turrets, so...
Yeah. So the
mothership goes down. Okay.
So
okay.
too bad, but...
Does Ketrock actually have an economy to keep making Vikings? Maybe.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Oh, they're jumping them. And there's no cannons in my natural yet, which is hilarious that he's even trying that.
Oh, wow. Look at all those cannons. Storm goes down.
Yeah, okay. That was a nice little breakup by Ketrock. But is this game over? Is it too little too late? It might be. Like, that's it for the entire Sky-Toss army. They just got roasted.
Yeah.
And both players are kind of broke.
Yep.
Batteries being drained by these siege tanks.
Yeah, I think that cannon's going down, so that's dealt with the problem in the natural at least. But it
There's
does
like cannons and a Nexus at the third. You could even overcharge the batteries at my third base now.
Oh wow. So all the workers are going down from Ketrock, so there's not really much of an economy to build anything there.
Yeah, there's like even the bases Ketrock has left, there's no workers there.
Yeah. So you could bring back mules, but that's not going to get you any gas. Alright, just 71 supply. I think Sharkbot's done this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
I mean, what is this army though?
I mean...
2 Tempests,
yeah,
3 carriers. Okay, no, that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's done it.
Alright. GG. We are gonna have a game 4 in a best of 3. Yeah, there's no way, I'm afraid. Ketrock.
That's alright, I had my moment. I finally got to kill this guy on
Yeah.
Vikings after, fainting to do it for about 10 minutes there.
we'll fast forward this to the end. Now what's coming out of Dark Pots? Now you die. No, Mr. Ketrak, I expect you to die. Okay.
We did it all without. How many gas guys did we take?
Just
Eight?
the
8 gas.
just the 8 gas, yeah. Which is not too bad.
The nice thing is those forward battery cannon bays don't require any gas, so
Yeah.
he's still, no matter what, he's like not that way.
That's a brilliant way to use any spare minerals.
Yeah.
All
Sometimes
right,
the Zelt run bys that pro players do seem kind of pointless. Now
Yeah.
I'm always like, just build more defenses.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're on to game 4 in a best of 3. All right, just load that up. Yeah, I am good to go when you are.
All set.
All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, up in the top right-hand corner on Stargazers, it is Sharkbot.
And in the top left, we have the blue Terran. It is Ketrak. So one thing to note, with both Ketrak and Sharkbot dropping a map in the series, this does solidify Eris as the #1 seed going into the elimination stage.
Yes, it does.
One
Actually,
of these bots had to 2-0 and they would have stolen it from him.
yeah. No, we do have a tiebreak score, so which is the total of the total points from the authors you've beaten. So I don't know what the tiebreak is on that, but I think it might be.
Okay.
So it only goes to.
I thought the next tiebreak was the highest seed. Okay, so
No, it only goes to highest seed if the tiebreak score is equal as well. So
okay,
yeah.
So take that all back. So there will be a tie, right? Because no matter what,
Yes.
it is going to be
It will
a
be a
2-1
tie
victory.
for top place, yeah.
It could remain 1-1 forever, and we just keep drawing every game.
Oh no! We'll be here next week going like, I just need to sleep. I can't cast one more game.
Already an immediate advantage for Sharkbot. He understands that he can take his pocket base. My bot does not understand that.
Yeah.
It will never expand to the pocket.
There we go. But you're going for a mech all in, so expanding. Who needs expanding?
Cheeky pylon. It's actually going to block the add-on for my factory.
It's just a pylon. Oh wow, that's great. I wonder if he meant that. Probably not, but it would be fun if he did.
This is an all-in my bot's doing too. So like these all-in builds, I don't make them very dynamic, right? They're just kind of one-off things. I'm not sure what my bot's going to do if it can't build the tech lab. Will it build a Hellion instead? Will it just not build anything ever?
Well, the good news is
Will it wait to build the tech lab?
It was taking down the pylon. I guess it will wait. But yeah.
Like if this factory doesn't build a tech lab after this pylon goes down, then this all-in is dead in the water. Yeah. I'll put it that way. But it's already heavily delayed, actually. Like that tech lab should be done by now. Very crafty out of Sharkbot.
Yeah, that was great. So, looking here to see, do we get the tech lab? Yeah, no. Nothing coming out of that factory.
And you broke my bot. Awesome.
Oh no.
I can see my bot is like spamming the selection of that factory too. It's like, why won't you build a siege tank? Let me just keep trying. If I hit T the 5,000th time. Okay, so this is going to be an all-in with just 2 structures. Now, we have seen this before and it worked. I think in this tournament even.
Yeah.
I think I played SharpenedEdge and one of my factories broke. And the other one was enough to win with. but this is not
yeah,
Sharpened Edge. This is Sharkbot, which is much stronger.
yeah. So
And it's also this first factory that broke too, not the second one. So
I think we're getting a different build as well, because at least Stargate I don't think was on the menu last time. I think it was a bit later.
no, he
But
got pretty early.
okay,
I think I'm not sure it was for oracles maybe.
possibly. Yeah, Oracle coming out. As we have a couple of tanks, Marines looks like a fairly solid push coming across from Kentrock very soon.
Yeah, but with half the tank count, it should have.
So
Less than half actually, because it was the first factory.
yeah,
So when I have 3 tanks, that's when I should have like 7. That's how bad this is right now.
so what is the point of these SCVs that just come running out? And
I do not know.
oh,
I'm as confused as you are. I'm not sure what they're doing.
so so the Phoenix comes into scout, followed by the Oracle, which comes to make sure, and it's going to get into the back line, is it? No. So a few
And it's distracting on the
SCVs.
Marines. Yeah, this could
Oh
not be going
no.
any worse for Ketrock. There's going to be
Yeah.
3 tanks arriving on their own instead of 7
Oh,
tanks with a giant Marine escort.
I don't know. Those SCVs are there as well, and it's
Yeah,
sieging up right at the back where the
repair rate is
supply
based
log.
on the repair rate's
Yeah.
based on the production time of the unit. So they SCVs repair tanks at like 1/5 the speed they repair structures.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they got delayed a little bit because of the pylon, so that gives some time for the Marines to arrive. But this is going to be a little too late. So the Marines are going to arrive right after these tanks go down, I think.
Yeah. So
While they're going down.
yeah.
Okay.
So, one tank down.
Okay, one
the other-
tank only,
Yeah.
and all they're repairing SCVs.
So yeah, just need to get rid of that tank, and I think that shot fine. That goes down. Yeah.
And the Marines are actually getting pulled back because of the Oracle in
Oh
the
no.
base. So another tank went down for free because of the distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first factory still hasn't produced a single unit.
Yeah.
If that Oracle could die somehow, then at least there wouldn't be all this distraction. Again, the Marines getting pulled back and a free tank. The Oracle distracts at like the perfect time each time.
Yeah, the guy in that tank must be, guys, over here. What's happening? Yeah, the Stalker's getting right on top of the tank there, which is never good.
Yeah, but that's not too bad as long as there's Marines around. It's dumb Marines, man. The lead again. Every tank goes down because the Marines lead.
Yeah. There we go. And that's the last tank, so... And still only on one base from Ketrock.
Yeah.
So...
Well, Ketrock doesn't need a second base because it doesn't even have the production to support one base. So
yeah.
that's why it's floating so many resources. Yeah, I think at this point it's over.
Yeah.
There's just too much out of SharpenedEdge. Too many bugs in one game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the nature of the game. Unfortunately, bugs everywhere.
Yeah, if that first push was actually 7 tanks and the Marines actually stayed with the tanks,
Yeah.
then I think it's actually would have been successful, or at least it would have been close to successful.
Yeah. So it looks like a mass Phoenix kind of build out of Sharkbot as well, which is not exactly what you want against lots of Marines, but I mean,
well,
if you have a Phoenix for every Marine.
Yeah, I mean, if Ketrock wasn't throwing away his tanks,
Yeah.
you know, and there's like, say there's 7 tanks set up in front of the natural Sharkbot, then Phoenix is a good tool to break that line.
Yeah.
Like, literally the only way you can jump on a siege tank line like that is with Phoenix or air units.
Yeah. Sharks now. The tanks aren't really sieging up now, what they are now.
I think at this point we can probably speed it up.
Yeah, let's go. It's been a long night, guys. GG, well played to Sharkbots, who will take the joint top seat. We will have a look at that in a moment.
Even able to take his ninja or his pocket third.
Yeah.
Always impressed when the bot can do that when there's minerals blocking it.
Yeah, it's something you have to code for very map-specific jobs. Similar to how Golden War was on the old map pool. I quite often threaten to bring back Golden War, followed by various bot authors having heart attacks by it.
That was not as bad because it's just a path that is
Yeah.
blocking. But this you can't even like calculate where to place your command center because when you try to calculate based on mineral patches, it's like there's nowhere to put it.
Alright.
Yeah, that Oracle ended up with 0 kills, but
it was the MVP.
In reality, it killed about 7 tanks by pulling the Marines backwards.
Alright.
Well played.
Well played to Sharkbots. Cool. Okay. Sorry, it's been a very long night, guys, and thanks everyone for sticking with us. Thank you very much, Ketrock, as well. Let's take a look now at the final standings. Eris does take the lead with both Sharkbot and Eric's had a 23 tiebreak score, which meant that Eris took first place due to the highest map score. Ketrock still in third, Benbot BC fourth, Micro Machine fifth, Kaninana, Tier, and DominionDog rounding out the final qualification places. Unfortunately, that means we say goodbye to SharpenedEdge, Xena, Octopus, Zozo, SmoothBrain, Spud, Nikolai, and 12Bot. Yeah, so it's been a fun one. I actually like this format, but I may tweak it something for next time. But we'll see. It's been fun.
Yeah, I think it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, and
I'm not sure about the fairness of it, but I think you and Imphy figured that all out.
yeah, I think it
It's kind
kind
of
of
weird to
got
like,
there.
yeah. Each bot plays 3 bots, but they're not playing the same 3 bots, so
Yeah.
it's hard to. But I think it worked out well.
Yeah.
And it made for some good series too.
Definitely.
So we got to see like number 1 versus number 2, like during the group stage, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, and this means that we have a bracket, and let's see the final bracket. So, best of 5s, Eris and DominionDog. Benbot BC will take on Micro Machine. Ketrock up against Kaninana in a repeat of the, I think the second game you played, wasn't it?
Second game.
Yeah, and Sharkbot will face Tia. So it could face Sharkbot again in the semi-finals, which would be a fun game.
Kaninana into possibly Sharkbot and Eris. That's like
Yeah.
death for me. That's tough. At least I don't have to face Eris and Micro Machine.
Yeah, it's top 8 bots, so anything is going to be tough. But yeah, so for bot authors, I will have the replays up for you very soon, probably tomorrow morning, if you want to take a look through them yourself. And you will have up until Friday midnight to update your bot and submit bots for the final round. So good luck, everyone, and congratulations to everyone in the top 8. Commiserations if you didn't quite make it, but there's always more next time.
So is it Friday or Thursday?
I
think the
I think it's
Thursday.
Sorry, yeah, 23:59 on Thursday night. So yeah, apologies for that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Understand.
so
in 1 second it would be Friday.
yeah. In 1 second it would be Friday, basically to removed out. So 23:59, 59 seconds on Thursday evening. Obviously,
Gotcha.
I have some wiggle room on that, but as long as I haven't played the games, you're fine.
Awesome.
I should say that too out loud, but yeah, obviously if there's immediate bugs in there, let us know. Anyway, thank you very much, Ketrock, for staying with us. Thank you, everyone. It's been a long day. We had some very quick series and then one epic, longest series we've ever had.
Yeah, that was a long one.
It's fun. All right, thanks everyone. I need some sleep. Catch you later.
Good night.